Possibly.
Let me verify that as I send out stuff. It still says 7:30. I'm not changing it.
Good.
Listen, I'll take my time.
I'll take my sweet
Listen,
time.
you were fighting a war.
Yeah.
I was
had
firing
a
a
lot
soul
going
cannon,
on.
if you will.
There's an entire conflict that happened in the 15 minutes it took for us to go live. But we're live here, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pop out chat.
I'm vaguely alive.
Oh, nice.
You know who else is vaguely alive? A certain
You
dragon.
Hey.
Listen,
Hmm?
The Rock told me to.
Yeah, The Rock did tell you to. No, to be fair though, The Rock was the dragon.
But
To be fair, I did not know
can
The
we
Rock
smell
was the
that Rock
dragon.
is cooking?
And whose
Weird.
fault is that?
Not mine, motherfucker.
Sure. Well,
Vith is still blaming himself, but I'm not blaming him, so...
well, isn't it the
He
consequences
is a
of my
good little
actions?
boy.
Are we forgetting the part where this rock was kind of fucking with his head a little?
Yes,
I don't
forget
know that.
part.
Man, I hope Twitch
Throw hands.
puts us in the Together for Pride. Because we're here for Pride Month.
And gay.
I'm pretty sure half of us here are.
Yes.
Is that
Pretty
a
sure all of us
category we
here
had
are
to select? Because I
bi.
definitely didn't select it.
Oh, okay. I don't know if it is a category. I'm just looking through the front page to see what our competition for the night is.
From the front page, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We got a lot of people that we got to fight tonight for the right to party. And boy howdy, I don't think we're gonna be I don't think with the current state that everything is at the campaign, we'll definitely get some people that are like, ooh, what's going on here? And then you know, please catch our VODs.
Catch our VODs, give us a follow.
Give us a follow. At 50 follows, I'm gonna be hosting a cursed Dungeons and Dragons Jeopardy. It's gonna be fun.
I mean, hey,
All
you
of
know,
the answers are gonna be extremely nonsensical.
the viewers might know a little bit about what happened if we tell them what happened last time.
Oh, do we want to just get into it? We don't want to stall for a wee bit?
I think it's okay if we get into it. We
If we do
All
have
right,
the
that's fine.
exposition,
I'm alright with
I want
getting
to get
into it.
through it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
We did start
Yeah.
15 minutes late. And
Last session was 3 hours of exposition. If we have exposition this session, I want to get through it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yep.
Oops.
It's called exposition.
Oops, all exposition. I mean, hey, we can I mean, what?
Yours.
Do you guys right now at your level 4 selves want to go fight
Yes.
a chimera,
Yes.
displacer beast, and another fun thing?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
sure, sounds good.
You are going to die.
Oh.
Sure.
Oh boy.
Maybe not then.
Hey.
I feel like maybe you could take on the displacer beast.
Death is just a new opportunity for adventure.
Wait, yeah,
A new opportunity.
I will
for
hit you.
adventure.
we leveled up last time, didn't we?
Anyways, yeah, you did level up last time. Not right now, though.
This
unless you're
time,
not
we
level
level
4.
up.
I swear, if you level up midstream, I'm canceling Moon Hunters. It's just gonna be done.
I would do a bit where I hover over the level up button, but
to
I
everyone
don't wanna do
watching,
that.
it'll be your fault for disappointing, for setting up all these plot threads, and then I won't be able to follow through with them. Anyway, someone asked me a question. I don't remember what it was.
What happened last time?
Oh, a lot. So, the time before last, you guys
I didn't
had
hear
entered
this.
Wallace's tower. This is just some presupposition to get us into the last time. You'd explored Wallace's tower, loved the gift shop, looked around, to which we had begun the episode with the final floor of the tower. Y'all had walked around, ran into one Miss Tully, which for some reason on that map again she's duplicated. I don't know why.
Don't know why.
It happens. Anywho, you ran into Tali, and a Warforged named Xander up at the top of the tower. Xander was a pretty chill dude. He thought you guys were some people coming into... Emma, was that you leveling up?
Maybe.
Cool. He had questioned you guys, thinking that you were the new investors that Wallace had mentioned, and had told none of his staff about because he is a very intelligent man, coming to check out the new products, and get a first sight of the Warforge. Elise sneakily tried to communicate with Tali to figure out a plan to get her out of Wallace's tower, so that way she could reunite herself with her brother, Typhon. To which you were then given the ability to throw one of the crystals that they had prepared for getting their body back into a body. It went really well. There were no problems with that whatsoever. Anyways, a fight kind of broke out as Cypher stuck in the mystery vapor he attained in the Koshin Woods, which turned out to put it into a druid. Throw it in a metal body. Surely nothing can go wrong with that. Druids love metal.
Druids love metal.
To which then Xander showed off his crystal to you all, which is in the shape of a giant crystalline sword. And some sneakery happened where you were able to disable Xander, pop his sword out. Cypher threw it over to Vith. It was great. Everything was going well.
Why'd you have to say that?
Then when everything was going well, everything stopped going well as Wallace had walked out, knowing that you weren't the people that were supposed to be here. You engaged in some mild lore-based shenanigans, talking with him, trying to figure out what's going on. He's not the best dude, but he's doing what he thinks is the best for both worlds, which... But after that, one Mr. Anathema, who was under the spell of a green crystal, realized that, hey, there's now an open Warforged body, and released a dragon from the previous world, one that was hell-bent on causing war and chaos.
Yeah.
What?
Wrong
Fam.
name.
Wrong
Oh,
person.
shit.
That would
was
have been
Viv.
me, sir.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
don't
sorry,
pin that on
Anathema.
me.
I'm sorry, Anathema,
know,
that you
that
weren't
was
the
my
one that
fault,
triggered the
actually.
apocalypse.
It
Yeah,
wasn't
no.
me who jeopardized the entire world.
Listen,
No,
you need to give
come on.
credit where fuck ups are due.
Yeah, you know what? That's
My
my
bad.
bad. There's a
Anathema
lot
put
that
on the
happened
fox
lore-wise
mask,
last
and
time.
Elise released the dragon.
This is so.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now that we're all getting caught up. No.
So
Keep going.
the dragon released Cypher on the world. Anyways, the ancient dragon from the previous world, known as Yevrin, came back to life, kidnapped Xander in his sword form because he didn't have a body to say no, and jumped out the several stories high window with no trace of the body on the ground below. The party was then freaking out. More lore was discussed as conflict was averted due to there being a more pressing threat to the world. Afterwards, Tali and the party were able to leave as Wallace is under the guise that Tali will come back bringing Typhon. You were able to get another Warforged body with you. At first, you tried to throw in the purple crystal, but that turned out to be a wizard who was locked in time and space that was phasing between reality and wherever else. So you were able to quickly remove that from the Warforged body, throw in a mysterious person by the name of Beatrix, and make your way out of the tower. And so I'm just going to take you over to the map, as you now need to figure out, unless there's anything you want to do as you're leaving the tower.
No. Get us out of this hellhole.
All right,
Hmm.
out of this capitalist nightmare. So I'm just gonna move you over to the map. we're still over here in the grand city of Gwen. What do you want to do?
Well, that could have gone better. Um,
Could have gone worse.
I have no idea what you're on about. That went perfectly.
let's go find Typhon.
Yes, shall we?
How are we gonna do that?
Well, let's hope he's still around.
We should be back at the inn, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Honestly, we just have to hope
With our
that...
luck recently.
We really need to head out as soon as we can, too. Especially if we don't plan on coming back.
Yes, something else has been bothering me. It's Tally. The fact that Tarantos is in there. I don't
I'm sorry,
necessarily. The fact that Sarantos is still within the tower.
What's a Sarantos?
What?
I don't believe we've gone over that.
I thought we had. Well, he was the wizard, in the purple crystal. I'm assuming because he said, "Sir," and purple was color of his soul, if I remember correctly.
Did you know him in your previous life?
Didn't we get told a story about a wizard from Typhon? A lich, even?
Yes.
There was one that achieved immortality, messed around with time, and got himself stuck in a time loop forever.
Not immortality, lichdom. There is a technical difference.
In a way.
Liches can be killed as long as their phylacteries are destroyed, but again, that's not necessary information now. Typhon and I worked with him in the final moments of the past world, doing our best to save him. Or the world, I guess, but that didn't work out, as you can clearly see.
How do you know what color his soul was?
Okay, you're not... Do mood rings exist in this world?
Yes?
They are capable of refracting one's color, for the simplest of terms.
Okay.
It doesn't actually change with your mood whenever you're in kind of a neutral state. Whatever color is reflected back is your true soul's color, but it can be changed with emotion. Anyway, let's go find my brother.
Yes, let's, shall we?
Yeah, I'm kind of confused right now.
I honestly wouldn't bark up that tree at this point.
Yeah, you make your way back to the stables where good old Chevy is parked.
Oh, Chevy.
And popping out of the hay, you see, oh, you guys are back with my sister. Great, everything went well. Let's go.
Yes,
About
let's
that.
go.
Yeah.
Yes, let's
you know,
go.
I hear Torna's wonderful this time of year. Let's get moving, shall we?
Wait. I don't think I want to leave Sarantos in the tower if they're able to figure out a way to fix him so that way he stays in this world. They will have a very powerful ally on their hands.
And you believe that he would work with them for what reason?
He's very gullible. He has a good heart, but if you give him a sob story, he's inclined to help you.
I mean, at the moment, they neither have you and your brother, and they don't have I'm sorry, what was the one in the sword again?
Xander?
Xander. I
Right,
was about to say
yes.
Xavier for some reason.
Right, Xando. Um, they have neither of the three of you, and you are the ones who mainly constructed and worked on creating new bodies, so what do they have at this point?
I mean, Ember can do the ritual, right? Like, I'm sure she was the one who knew how to, or was that you guys?
She taught us,
Yeah.
and they still have 2 bodies left.
Well, I mean, I hate to say this, I don't know if we're gonna really stand a chance trying to go back in.
No, which is why I think it might be best for Typhon and I to go back in, save Sarantos, and then see if he can use some magic to get us out.
And that's assuming that they've already created some way to nullify the magical effects of his time loop.
I'm sure Typhon and I could figure that out.
And I
Well,
mean,
But
didn't we just go in there to, save you, get you out of there?
there's still
Why
a
would you
chance
go
that
back
you
in?
might not come out.
Exactly.
Is that really worth the risk?
I don't know, so I guess I'll defer to your judgment, but yeah, that's rough.
I mean, there's no way
What
to control you all, right? It's just the ones who don't really have the autonomy already tend to
Yeah.
just act on orders, right? So, I mean, I'll be honest, a union uprising is more likely than you think. Looks at camera. Um,
Like you're on The Office.
it depends on what work you think you can do there, right? Could you do better work out here with us, or with us as your extension, than in there?
Depends on what tools you have access to.
And probably for your sakes, not many.
Do we intend on staying here in this city for very long?
I wouldn't think it's a good idea to.
Especially if most of the guards are directly under Wallace's pockets, they could also be eyes and ears for him, and I would prefer if we leave as soon as possible.
We should definitely try to track the thing that left the tower as well.
Do we really want to go after that?
We just need to know where it's going, or at least the
I
direction.
know I don't want to go after it.
For once, I'm on the same page as Anathema. I have no intention of going anywhere near that thing.
You.
Yeah, that's like basically that's a dragon. That's a god. We have no shot.
That our group released on this world. Are we just
I-
going to feign
Hey!
ignorance and move on with our lives?
I don't see it as us having released it. I see it as, Vith, you were the one who put it into the body, and you were underneath the same, kind of effect. Right?
It's not like I chose to. I mean, it sure looked that way, but
It-
it was talking to me and not in a way that I could ignore.
So you felt that too?
Exactly.
Yes.
It would have happened. It would have happened regardless.
Listen,
If someone else had come in there, it would have been them, not
the
us.
crystal had the ability to speak to us and try to force us to put the crystal in there.
I didn't know it was going to be a fucking dragon.
If anything, if there's a massive, powerful force that's running around in a Warforged body, I believe everyone knows who to point the finger at. The lead manufacturer of Warforged. Nobody would assume that us, random, plucky group of us, would be the ones who did it.
Other than you. I mean, if you can hold that on your conscience, then I
I mean,
guess.
it slipped off my consciousness about an hour ago. I have no issues.
Listen, I woke up in a forest like a few days ago, and ever since I've gotten stronger with you guys. I don't want to just stop that. I'd much rather push for a goal other than personal
Yo,
gain, but I don't.
Yeah, but well,
we
you can't
haven't
do
even
that if we all die. I'm
we
just
haven't
saying.
even
Like,
seen
I'm
what
not.
they intend to do, other than what some people from a different world have told us is going to happen. We've no reason to believe them.
So what? We stay in town, take a boat somewhere, go to the Mariners Coast just to check it out. What do we
I mean,
do?
did we figure out what direction that thing was going in?
No, we haven't yet. This is what I'm
Vith,
saying.
Vith, are you able to figure out where it is or track it?
I think I might have a way.
Maybe at least get a bead on where it might be headed?
Yeah, let me look real quick. I know I had a thing. Please roll 20.
Please.
Thank you.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, stinky.
I was literally looking at this earlier. Oh, I got it. Okay. Yeah. It was primeval awareness, wasn't it?
You can post it in chat if you just want us to confirm for you.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was. It's the only thing I can think of, and I'm like looking for it. I mean, it's up to a mile. I don't know how far away it got, but or within up to 6.
Or within 6 miles if you're in favored terrain. What's your favored terrain?
Do you have a favorite terrain?
I want to say I probably picked woods because that's what he's used to.
Mm-hmm. I feel like I'll give you the, because it's been a few minutes.
Yeah, it's beyond.
I don't think you're gonna make it for like a mile in a few minutes.
But also magic.
Also, drag.
So wait.
Let's see. The world record mile run.
I mean, if I ran to work, it would still take me like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
World
the
record
world
mile run for a
record is
robot.
3
No, no,
minutes,
no.
43 seconds.
That is insane, and that is a robot.
I would say
Although that's
you
Usain
are,
Bolt.
Yeah.
because it's just giving you a direction, right?
Since you can.
Sense whether the following types of creatures are present within 1 mile.
Oh, if it's still present in the area.
Doesn't really give me a direction.
Doesn't reveal the location or
Yeah.
number.
I would say you do not feel its presence in the general area of Gwen.
It's not within Gwen. Oh no.
It's still here.
Well, I mean, we
No,
can always resort to the good
I said it's
old-fashioned way,
not.
right?
Oh goodness. Well, thing moves fast.
Apparently, it can still move fast in a robot body. Great.
I mean, here's the thing: are you wanting to just leave it alone and never think about it again until it shows up and conquers your town or destroys the rest of the world? Like, we don't know what this thing wants other than maybe its
Making
own
a
body
body
again,
and-
but
I mean, no, of course not. I mean, but
Anathema, you know the most about dragons, don't you?
Yeah.
What would a dragon want?
Wasn't this thing also psychotic?
That's also a good point. I don't know what a crazy psycho dragon that also I have never learned about in my life would want.
Don't you
I
just
know
know about
one.
Din?
I know about one dragon very well. I don't know about this one at all.
I mean,
That's great.
Well, the way I see it is that whether we chase after it or not, we don't even have the capability of taking it down as it is right now.
Anathema, do you want to
I was
do
gonna
you
say,
want
can
to
I
give
roll?
yeah, give a religion check.
Thanks, King. Damn.
You're a little freaked out by the situation because also, why would a dragon be evil? That's the one thing
Yeah.
that you're not wrapping your head around. They're kind and benevolent, beings. Why would one be evil?
No, exactly. I just don't understand.
Well, can't anything really be evil if it tried hard enough?
you have a point.
I,
But,
well, I mean, I
You know,
guess.
one nice dragon.
I mean, I do agree with Cypher. We don't have the capabilities right now.
No, not really.
Well, yeah, I could have said that.
I mean, I'm not saying we completely ignore it, forget it happened, feign ignorance, and just move on with our lives. It is still something to keep in mind, but I really don't think we have the capabilities of doing anything about it right.
I
Right,
mean,
if we
if
did,
anything,
let's-
we could perhaps find out where it's going to stay around. I mean,
Figure out a
it wanted
direction at
it wanted a new
least.
body of its own.
Yes, we'll figure out a direction at least. Then, if we want to go a different direction after that,
we could inform.
we can.
We could inform people. We could, I don't know, try to pass the information off that's out there. If anybody
Fair,
would believe
but
us.
I was gonna say, who's gonna believe it?
Although at the same
I would
time,
I
believe
mean-
it if I heard someone say a brand new dragon showed up and it's in the body of a robot.
I mean,
My best guess is probably the front lines of the war.
why would
Remember,
it be
these
going-
bodies require a lot of steel, and Yevrin also delights in combat. Steel, iron, weapons to smelt down for
How do you-
material, and delight in the countless slaughter of not necessarily innocents, but because she's not on either side. My best guess is the front lines.
Why do you know so much about this dragon?
Because I lived through an assault of hers.
do you know why it would have known a name of mine in the past world? I still don't understand
Because-
that one.
It's a long and complicated story, but the person who, for lack of better terms, shared your color interacted with Yevrin in order to help try and reseal her away because she was at one point in time satisfied with her life. I have no idea why that is no longer the case.
Something's changed. I mean, so Anathema, you your spider got taken by a
You don't have to remind me.
It's only in the sense that these things are real and have tangibility. How can we
That is
meet
actually a
with
really good question.
and talk with what? I'm sure they would either want to know or already know. And if
Do you
we
think
don't have the
that
ability to save them right
maybe-
now, then maybe we can if we talk to them.
Do you know if Iona may have more information on that? Weren't they also a worshipper of Din, or was that maybe
Yeah.
I'm crossing some wires?
Who?
Yes, maybe.
Oh, nearby the city of Torna, there's it's a temple to Din, is it not, Anathema?
Yes, it was a bit,
There was a
beaten
priest
down,
there
but
named Iona who we spoke with briefly.
Okay.
I'm
Do
not
yes,
much the
they
religious
have?
sort.
we can go to a temple. We can see what they might know.
Do you think they have a connection with this, like a personal one, or is it
I
just
mean,
faith?
well, I'm not quite sure, at least not for her specifically. But it would be worth trying, right? We have no other leads.
Okay. Well, all I'm hearing is we need to know which direction this thing is going,
Well,
and
the
then
way
we're
I
going to
see
Torna,
it,
right?
yes, Torna would probably be the best direction, even if we're undecided on what our ultimate direction is going to be. It's a good crossroads in different directions if we decide by then. And if we do ultimately decide that we're going to chase after a robot dragon from a previous world that's been destroyed, that is a mouthful just saying it out loud. That is still in the direction of the front lines. Fastest way would be Ilman's Pass.
I mean, I said we do it.
What other option do we have?
I don't want to sit down and roll over, so
Mm, As tempting as it sounds to do that, you're right, we shouldn't.
Vith, how are you feeling about this?
I agree with going through Ilmon's Pass, whichever works. I don't want to feel anything about this, but I am regardless.
And what do we think about Tally and Typhon?
Are they here with us as we're talking right now?
They're kind of standing off in the back of the stables. You get the fact that they're catching up with each other.
Do you think they could hear us?
Probably. Like it's if you talk up to get their attention, they'll hear you, but if you're just having your own conversation, they're not going to be paying attention to it.
The past day has been full of a lot of revelations about our world and everything, but I'm honestly getting the feeling that the past should have died when it was reborn, and the grievances and problems of a previous world are now starting to become problems of our current world.
Hmm.
I wish I don't even. I'm far too concerned with the current world, but
No, I
I really
understand.
don't
what
like
you said.
the idea of long dead people coming back to life and bringing their problems with them for people who have nothing to do with it, when they could have graciously passed on, just like everyone else does.
Mm. But no, I guess put them in a crystal. Why not?
No, let's turn them into soldiers that we can use so that we don't.
Why
It's
not throw a
nonsense,
dragon in
really.
there while we're at it?
The whole thing is nonsense.
I mean, a solution can still go both ways, unfortunately. Like, we can leave them with them, and they can sabotage from within through their own goals. I mean,
If they want to, that's up to them.
but
Anybody who's crazy enough to turn themselves into a lich, I don't. How much can you trust a unknown lich who got themselves stuck in time? If anything, and take this from the person who has the most experience with this, they are the most reckless with magic. They got themselves lost in time and turned themselves into a lich.
I have to agree with Cypher.
I may be an irresponsible magic user, but that sounds like the most irresponsible magic user I've ever heard of.
so we'll be leaving that with Wallace?
I won't. I won't force them to come with us. If they want to go back into the tower, that's their decision. But if
As
they get stuck there and are
scary
never
as it
able to
is.
leave, I'm not bailing them out. We already just did, and look what it brought us.
If they think they can do good, then we let them stay.
There's not much else we can do.
We
Let
tried to
them
say
stay
that
if they want to. If they want to go back in there, they're more than welcome.
Okay.
we spent a good hour talking about letting them be individuals. Let them be individuals. Let them make their own
Exactly.
choices. Even if it is terrible mistakes.
I tend to agree.
And who knows, maybe I could be wrong. I've been wrong before, and sometimes it's been for the better.
You see the yellow Warforged begin to walk over to your group.
The yellow?
The Beatrix.
Oh, right. God,
Oh,
I forgot
yeah.
about Beatrice.
Yeah.
Fuck! Ah!
Sorry to interrupt your conversation. We had been talking over there and figured that it might be best for Typhon and Tally to remain at Wallace's tower, but I am to escape with you all.
I think if that's what you guys believe, then we're on the same side.
If you'll have me, that is. I don't want to force myself into your group.
I mean,
I don't see why not.
exactly.
I would say just be aware that there's socially not many people that are in your current predicament are out and about and are socially accepted or even known of, so you might want to get a hood.
Yeah, Typhon has let me borrow his.
You won't need it anymore. Well, I won't say that it won't be the safest journey. You can, of course, leave our group whenever you feel necessary, and, if you can fight, then fight with us. If you can't, then hide when it gets rough.
I'm no stranger to battle. Put an axe in my hand and point me towards your foes.
Wait, hiding when it gets rough was an option this whole time?
Anathema, you can heal us. I really wish you would do that more often.
Yeah. I kind of forget sometimes. I get kind of caught up in everything, you know.
Things are stressful, it's understandable.
Thank you, Viv.
Let's put it this way. The more people fighting for us is the less people that want us dead. So. Axe, you say? I don't believe I have anything like that, but we can try to find something for you if it's
No,
your preferred weapon.
It's fine. I can still throw a punch in this form. It's just going to take a bit to get used to 2 limbs instead of 4.
4.
Ooh, 4.
I'm
Yes.
sure we can talk about what happened to you on the road.
That is if you want
speaking of
to.
which, what time of day is it, Mr. Dungeon Master?
Oh,
Dungeon Master.
you went to Wallace's Tower fairly early in the morning, so I'd say it's around midday, afternoon, that time frame.
How long did it take us to go to the halfway point in Illman's Pass where we did and fought the bandits and then returned to Torna? Was that a whole day?
Illman's Pass, if I remember correctly, to get to there was a day and a half. But it is a 3 days travel in full.
Well, we'll be camping out multiple times during Ailman's Pass, so
We've got
honestly, it
time.
doesn't matter what time we leave. I'd say the sooner the better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I kind of just want to get away from this place, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I feel the same.
Let's then, as Tali and Typho are returning, we'll check out the area around the tower to try to follow some sort of trace, right? And then once we determine if it went either to the south of the mountains or through to Torna, then maybe we can make a decision then, right?
Sounds good.
Yeah, I still think we should stop by a temple, though, and, I don't know, see if they know anything?
Well,
Are there
is-
temples
is
in Gwen?
You haven't necessarily looked for that, but if you want to give me a perception check.
Aye, Captain.
I don't believe I would even know what they would look like, so
Sec.
I don't think I can.
Anathema, you can roll with advantage.
Oh, thanks, King.
You're welcome. If anyone else wants to roll to see if they noticed a temple or a church or
try.
something.
I'll never roll for church.
for roll for church.
Oh,
They will not.
okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh!
Then. Wow.
I would hope.
Hey, I'm the church guy here.
Well,
Well, Anathema, you and Vith, both just in your wanderings around Gwen, especially looking around the tower, didn't seem to notice anything. Which is weird because, Gwen's a port town. A lot of the sailors, worshipped in because the moon is what controls the tides. So it's weird not seeing any religious structures. But then, kind of in your memory, you remember the moon temple that you found in Torna was in shambles.
Yeah.
So maybe something like that happened around here too.
Oh, I don't like that. Well, I guess we'd have to go back to Torna to go to a temple, though.
no, I
there
mean,
aren't
I figured
any
that was
here.
what we were going to do, but I mean,
yeah,
that's
but
one
I
we
mean-
know exists, and there is someone there.
and we know.
Final destination
so-
Torna then, at least. Okay, are we ready? We all on the same page?
I believe
Yes.
so.
I just want to leave this tower.
I don't want to be anywhere near Gwen right now.
That tower's an eyesore.
It is.
It's a bit
Is it,
goldish.
is it just me, or is it worse now that I know what's
A
inside?
little gaudy.
You're right.
A little worse, I would say.
It is worse.
He really put an organ on the top floor. Out of all the things,
Pretentious. And if he's trying to be threatening, it did not do it.
Pretentious and self-righteous. Which I guess I can't fault him for.
I already know some of those work.
I can fault him for many things.
Well, let's go take a look at the surrounding area of it and then try to see if we can figure out where it's gone.
Time to do some investigating.
Alright, gang, let's split up and search for clues.
Okay,
All
yeah.
right.
Scooby-Doo gang member, are you?
I'm Scrappy Doo, but a localized
Absolutely.
version.
We
Oh
don't
man,
need a
who gets to
Scrappy
be
Doo.
Flim Flam?
Oh boy.
Oh god.
Enough was definitely Flim Flam.
Oh, you're so nice. Aww.
Alright.
All right,
yeah,
Cypher, you gotta start saying jinkies now.
Jinkies.
He would be the nerd, wouldn't he?
Oh yeah, he is absolutely Velma.
All right, so are you just heading back through Illman's Pass?
We're gonna take a looky around though, right? To see if we can see anything.
Yeah, see if we can gauge a direction, find any sort of tracks, because we want to know if we can know which way it's going.
This dang old dragon.
So we
If
know
we
either
can
to
know.
be at rest or be worried.
You wanna talk to the guards as you're leaving. Remember, there were gates, so they would know who's entered and left.
Oh.
I mean, I assume we
So-
know that they've left. But, yeah.
I mean, it's more of like, you know, if you're exiting out the west gate, be like, hey, has anyone gone through here recently? Wait. Yes, west gate. I know my cardinal directions.
I don't.
Let's
So good for you.
go! I know, I don't
Okay.
either.
Yeah, and then I maybe try to do some tracking afterwards, but yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
That would be survival checks for those who want to see if they can try and track.
Fuck it, sure.
Let me
But,
try that shit.
Give me a minute. I gotta pull up my. Why is Roll20 so laggy for me?
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
are
Bruh.
Warforged counted as humanoids?
Yes.
Oh,
My
Wait a minute.
guy.
wait a minute. Hold up.
Specifically because Yevrin is in a humanoid body right now.
Oh, do you get advantage with or something from favorite terrain?
I get favored enemy,
Oh, the fun
but
fact.
I don't. But I mean, technically, that is an enemy, is it not?
Mhm.
Vith up to this point has not actually had a favored enemy through the
I
whole
didn't know
campaign.
what the fuck. Listen.
And we talked about it, and we were like, you know what? Humanoid, probably the best.
Well,
Yeah, you guys have been fighting a fair few humanoids.
fair enough. You get one later too, right? So.
And crab.
I can track. Fuck. Let's go. Should I throw it in chat or?
Yeah, go ahead.
throw that
Yeah.
shizzle
Yeah,
and
track,
Yeah,
shizzle.
perfect.
track.
I know this is like more combat geared, but it still says I could track them. So
Yeah.
Advantage on survival checks to track your favorite enemy.
Yep.
true.
So
yeah, that.
roll your dice again.
Sick nasty. I will do that. Maybe. There it goes.
Maybe. Perhaps.
Mayhaps.
Oh,
I'm
Well, at
going
least the
to
other one's a
kill myself.
13.
I will.
And
I'll give it an
Listen.
effort.
That sucked. All right.
Listen, you beat
Yeah!
You
beat
fucking
Anathema in the temple finding. Anathema beat you in the surviving.
understandable. Have
We
a
had to, we had
have
to
a bad
swi-
day.
switch places for once.
Yeah.
Come on.
So, Vith, you bring up the idea of talking to the guard, and because you're heading out west through Illman's Pass, the guard mentions that no one's left through the gate right now. There were traveling merchants that had left the day before, but no one has gone through the gate today so far. So you can probably assume something southward. Anathema and Elise, specifically for those high of rolls, as Vith is just kind of talking with the guard because it is a slow day, so the guard wants to not be bored standing at a gate.
Yeah.
You
Boy, do I know
head
it.
off.
That's fair.
Yeah, you both head off to the south gate just to, check. And there is a hole through the gate and a guard that looks very sick.
Oh no.
And so there are some other guards. There's like a cleric tending to them. And some other guards are just trying to, keep anyone who wants to go through, let them be able to go through, and just kind of like, what was going on?
Oh, well.
So-
I don't think we
I'm
have to ask any
assuming
more
I came back
questions.
from a guard.
Yeah, no. Let's. Nathan, let's go meet up with them again. And we're back.
And
You're
we're
back.
back.
So, there's a hole in the south gate. I think we know where they're headed.
Oh.
I mean, unless they took a sharp right turn. But. And unless they wanted to go through the mountains, but
Well, they clearly go through something like a gate.
alright. Let's head to Torna then. We need to get as much information as we can and then start start gathering
Mhm.
forces of people, whatever we
See what
can.
we can do.
However, we can do that, I guess.
We'll figure it out. Hopefully.
I'm
I
hoping
feel
that
like that's what we say a
maybe-
lot.
Well,
Maybe if we can
things
drop.
are, you know.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I
No. You say.
I think I was probably just gonna say something along the lines of things are shit.
Yeah, sounds
Mostly.
about right.
Mm.
Go on.
No, I'm good. I
All
really
right.
didn't have
Are we
anything.
going then?
God damn
Yeah.
it. Travel
Do-do-do.
time.
Travel time. So as y'all are traveling, I need survival and perception checks just for, the hex and doodads of the situation. See if
Don't
you
worry, I cannot possibly
run
roll
into anything.
poorly.
Survival and perception.
Whoa, dude, what's with
Yeah,
my 18
someone do.
today?
Okay, so Anathema got the perception. Someone else do the survival.
I'm rolling high, baby. Oh, okay, I
Okay.
probably jinxed myself just now, actually.
Yeah, you probably don't want to get in
Oh,
combat
nice.
now.
Thank
Uh,
Christ, I made
awesome.
up for it.
Yeah, so as you guys are going through the inland pass away from the coast, you stumble across the ocean and crabs.
Mm.
No,
Could
we're not.
you
We're not
imagine?
doing. I'm still a little salty. I haven't archived the crab and bat yet.
One
I
day.
will find.
They'll
will
find
find a
us.
way to. Yeah, the crabs. They're hunting for you.
One day.
Um.
We'll roll 100 on a random encounter table and they'll appear.
They just show
They're
up.
like our snails,
69
guys. Oh god.
specifically.
Oh no. The immortal crabs.
The immortal crabs. If they touch you, you instantly die. There is no save.
Great.
Yeah. So for the rest of the day of traveling, you get about to where the mountains start, and you find yourself resting. Is there anything you'd like to do on this first day of rest, or do you want to just continue forward and we'll do something inside the mountains?
Do we want to go into the nightmare?
No.
That
No.
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 I don't know.
Aw.
At all?
That's a
But
little
you-
scary.
Even just a little
No,
bit?
No.
not really.
You don't
your way out.
you don't want to have fun for free? You don't want to die for free?
I'm good with
No.
not getting murked in my dreams for a night.
Well, I guess you make a compelling argument. I don't actually have to be afraid of death for once.
Exactly.
I would like a good night's sleep, thank you.
Although, as we're camping up for the night, Cypher is going to approach Vith's tent.
Do we have tents? I feel like I just sleep on
Yeah.
the fucking ground.
I put
Yeah.
tents out.
We have tents.
I haven't-
I don't think Anathema has used it once.
In fact, Moffat has a campground in the mountainside map prepared for this exact
Yeah,
thing.
that mayhaps have been the reason why I asked if you wanted to do something in the mountains or out in the plains, because I forgot to make a plains camping map. But it's fine. Everything's okay.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Welcome,
Fine.
welcome to the mountains.
I feel welcome.
I'm glad you do.
Vith, are you still awake?
Yeah, unfortunately. Why?
Do you have a moment to talk?
If this is about the dragon, I swear.
I actually had something as opposed to the dragon that I thought might take both of our minds off.
Oh? What
my
would that
God.
be?
I know a while ago you had some interest in my fine familiar spell, and though I don't believe you would be able to cast that spell in particular, I thought maybe I could tutor you in some magic.
You think you could?
It's worth a try, isn't it?
I mean, hell, if
You
I
said
can do
you're
it.
still getting
I'll say from
you're still
across
getting the
fire.
hang of some of your spells, are you not? The ones that enchant your arrows.
Hasn't been working well, but I've been trying to do more about that.
Well, then maybe I could be of assistance.
Sure.
So, every single magic caster casts things different. For me, it's come through many, many years of study. There are some that I've known who made terrible bargains with powerful entities that gave them their powers. Usually we stay away from them.
Ooh, for me, it's my religion and my devotion to Din.
And case in point, some people are granted magic through less bargaining and more granting powers. Personally, I've never quite dealt a lot with druidic magic or nature based magic. I mostly come from the studying side of things, of the equations of reality that allow me to manipulate and create flame and other byproducts. What is it that you feel when you cast your magic? Are you commanding, or are you? Does it feel like a part of you?
I've always. Uh, I spent more time out in nature most of my life than. Well, more than my parents wanted anyway. I was out in the woods, and it always felt like it was part of me, yes.
All right. So does it come from a place of warmth, of good feelings, of memory? When I sit and I concentrate on my magic, I'm thinking of sort of math, of precise movements of my hand to kind of weave spells, so to speak, or to kind of construct them. Um, for yours, is it more of a emotional type of thing?
I would say so. When I feel strongly about something, it sort of just happens.
Okay. Well then, let's focus on that. And let's see. Um, what are some of the enchantments you can do with your arrows?
Ah, Hail of Thorns.
And what
James
does
is
that one
dumb.
do?
Hold on.
Sorry, what was that?
I asked, what does that one do?
That one. It. Well, like the name says, a hail of thorns whenever I loose an arrow.
Okay. Hmm. How about
Roll
we
20. I'll beat you.
how about we try some? I'm going to cast one of my spells, and I'll describe what I'm thinking of as I cast it, and you do the same.
Alright.
Right.
And Cypher is going to he dips two fingers into a water skin that he kind of pops the cap off of. Um,
So the material component of this spell, this is Ice Knife. It requires a droplet of water. So by dipping my fingers in the water, I have the material component of it, and then I concentrate on forming the handle, and then the base of the handle, and then the blade itself of the knife. So I concentrate on that, and I put my hand forward as he reaches forward, and I try to imagine that I'm already holding a knife. And then the water takes the form, and then with a quick, like, shimmer, it just crystallizes and turns into it. And then I have it. And then I throw it, and after I throw it, I try to focus and imagine that it's going to explode, and he just chucks it up over the cliffside. And then after a few moments, it just explodes off in every direction with chunks of ice.
Hmm.
Now,
It's nice to know your thought process.
what about you? Try to do your what did you say it was? A hail of thorns, or
Hail of Thorns is also. Uh, I'm dumb. Ensnaring Strike, I unfortunately had to try to use it on you once, but that's one of the times it didn't work, which is kind of lucky, actually.
That's weird. I don't remember that.
I should have kept my mouth shut. Anyway,
Well, why don't you try one and walk me through your thought process?
okay. I'm going to assume there's probably a rock nearby, right?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Okay. He stands up and closes his eyes for a second, reaches his hand out towards the rock, and he looks like weirdly pissed for a second, and turns his hand over, and as he closes it into a fist, there's if his sleeves like kind of rolled up, you can see like the red thorned markings on his forearm. It seems like they moved a little bit, and as he closes his fist, a bunch of thorny vines wrap around the rock in an attempt to like crush it.
I saw that. There was a moment where you closed your eyes and you concentrated. What did you think?
I guess I thought about what I wanted the vines to do to it.
That's good. That's good. The visualization process. Let's take another one, for instance. Now, I know you're familiar with my owl.
Mm-hmm.
I luckily don't have to completely resummon him at the moment, but that process is usually me sitting with um, a brazier full of materials, and then after burning it, concentrating for 10 minutes, I close my eyes and I visualize and I link myself towards another plane, the Feywilds, and I reach and it may sound a little morbid, but I kind of capture an entity that I can vaguely feel, pull it into this reality, and then form it into the creature that I want it to appear as.
And you see Cypher close his eyes, kind of hold his hands in a kind of like a reaching motion, and then opens his eyes, put one hand forward with the palm towards the ground, and then in a puff of light blue smoke, Mouse appears.
Now, I know that you can't do that exact same spell, but why don't you try? Think about summoning something.
You want me to try a spell you know I probably can't do?
I want to see what'll happen if you try the same motions. What feelings you feel, if you feel a connection.
Okay. Just kind of closes his eyes and is like, he is still slightly confused. He's like, wait, sorry, what am I supposed to be?
Maybe just close your eyes, meditate for a moment, and instead of thinking of. Think about magic comes from the multiverse, from reaching out to different planes of reality and pulling power from it. Close your eyes and see if you can think beyond yourself, if that makes sense. See if you feel something call out to you.
He closes his eyes, tries to understand what you're saying. He sort of gets it. For a minute, there's nothing, but he gets a green flash and sees the shape of a dragon, and his eyes just snap open, and he looks kind of frustrated.
Um, did you? I didn't do that.
Wait, what? He looks down and is like, ha! What?
I'm sorry, did you do that?
I don't think anyone else did.
looks over at Anathema and Elise.
I wasn't the only one who saw that just kind of, form out of like green wisps, right?
No, that's exactly what happened. I mean, Mitten seems to have been spooked, so
well,
I
well
can't believe
done.
you
I
did
didn't.
it.
I honestly didn't know if you could.
And he kind of like leans down, and it's a weird thing to see Cypher almost excited, and like on his hands and knees as he's like kind of reaching forward to like poke at it.
What is this?
I saw a dragon when I was trying to focus, so maybe it's some kind of one of those.
You saw a dragon.
I thought I was just seeing
I'm
the one
sorry,
that I let out, but then this thing appears, so huh. And he just leans down and picks it up.
As you go to pick it up, it poofs away, and in your hand is a red crystal.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm sorry. What?
It's
Whoa, wait.
really small, like barely the size of your thumb. And it seems to ever so slightly just be kind of growing out.
What the fuck is going on?
Did you just summon a? I don't even. Yeah, that's a new one for me.
And he
So-
starts pulling out his journal and starts scribbling something.
I'm going to. Do you mind if I see that?
Yeah, feel free.
Did you keep the
Uh,
crystal from the tower?
Vith, as you let go of it, it poofs back out.
Okay. So I can't touch it, otherwise it turns into a... The hell?
Is
What
it
if-
receptive? Can you speak with it?
He kind of just bends down to its level a little more. Hello?
It just kind of blinks at you.
Can you understand me?
It nods its head up and down.
Oh. Were there something? Well, I guess I can only really get yes and no questions right now. You're not like actually just a crystal, right? Or are you?
It cocks its head at you.
Okay, never mind. Do you have a name or do you need one? I guess first question, do you have a name?
It shakes its head yes.
Can you speak?
It shakes its head no.
Oh, that's
I mean,
difficult.
can it write? Mittens was able to
Yeah.
before I realized I can speak with it telepathically, but
Alright. Can you?
It cocks its head and then begins scratching in the sand, to which you see even more shards of red crystal in the ground below. And then it begins to kind of write something out in letters that you do not know.
Is
Well,
this the
technically you
draconic
can
thing
write.
or...
Can anyone here read Draconic?
I thought I could because
Vith
of
can
the...
with the Drake Warden.
Yeah.
No,
What?
Mm.
because it is primarily in this era a spoken language.
Vith, I believe you have the feature underneath.
Nathan,
What?
it's this world. This world is different. I'm
The
sorry.
Drake Warden understands his boy.
He understands his
Girl.
boy, which is why his boy's able to understand him.
It doesn't look like language I would know, right? I know a language that doesn't make any sense, but I don't know if it's this one.
Nope.
Okay.
There is someone who knows how to read Draconic, though.
I don't think I do.
Given your background, I would say you do because
Okay, cool. I
you're
didn't have it in my
fully
thing.
Yeah, it's
Anathema.
specifically for reading it.
Okay, yeah, okay.
All holy texts are written in Draconic.
Yeah, okay. That makes so much more sense.
Would your knowledge of the Great Din allow you to read this by any chance?
Actually, yeah. What does it say, Muffet? I can't actually read
It says, "I know I have a name. I don't know what it is."
Oh, look, guy doesn't know his name, but he has one.
She.
Oh,
It's
fuck.
chill. Oh, that's. And. Okay, well.
Well, you could try every name you could possibly think of and then see how he responds.
You look. Hmm? What were you saying?
Sorry.
Okay.
I was gonna start. Yeah, no, it doesn't matter.
Okay. I mean, if it were up to me, you look kind of like a Winnie, honestly.
It tries. It tries to portray like shrugging, like, I mean, sure, whatever.
That's alright with you?
Not that said, yeah.
Okay. Still don't know what's up with the crystal, but well, it's nice to meet you.
It holds out a Draconic hand, claw, paw thing.
Oh. Okay.
You can go to shake it.
Yeah.
It into the crystal. You instantly try to touch it.
Did you have that crystal before you tried that?
No. I think it just does that for some reason.
I mean, you let go of the crystal. It's back out.
Could someone else touch it? Or is it just you?
Yeah, Cypher, you try.
Reaches his hand out to kind of poke the back of its head.
I mean, you poke it. Feels weird, scaly.
Oh!
Really? I get a new
Alright.
friend and I can't even. That's great.
Are you able to So with my spell, I'm able to change the form that it can take. If I truly wanted to, I could make Mouse take the form of a snake, a different kind of bird, a spider, even. Are you able to do anything like that? I'm trying to trace and see how similar this spell is to ones I know.
How do you do that? Do you just will it to happen, or?
Perhaps, maybe if you put it back in the crystal and then try and release it again, you could will it to have a different property or a different. I don't know, maybe it could grow wings. Be interesting.
Sure. And he goes to pick her up.
Yeah, you pick her up and back into the crystal.
Strange.
Okay.
Maybe
I don't know.
curly horns and a longer tail, or maybe different colored scales. I don't
Oh, make it blue.
Make it
Like me.
make it blue.
Is it
Sure,
purple?
why not? Alright, see what happens. And he's just kind of thinking of just the color blue, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
And he
Look at me
just
if you need
sets it
help.
down.
You put the crystal back down.
Okay.
No!
Maybe not.
Dragon.
It's not
it?
blue.
I know we just have one image, but doesn't come out blue.
No.
Aw.
Damn.
Well, you've got a nice color as it is anyway.
Nods its head, yeah.
Hmm.
But you agree. Smart one, aren't you?
It it thinks for a moment,
Puffs
And
out its
then
chest.
in like almost like a child writing common, writes out can teach Dracolon? Oh, dragon.
You can, teach
And then it
me-
writes something out in Draconic.
Okay, I'm getting tired of this. Give me just a moment here.
Hmm?
Oh, I could teach you Draconic if that's what you want.
I mean,
Um,
hey, 2 teachers.
Well,
3, counting Cypher anyway. I don't know if he knows.
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Wait.
You know now.
What? Okay, what does it say?
As it's writing out the word apple, it says apple.
Apple.
Hey, you're actually trying to teach me a language. That's... Wow.
Oh,
Okay.
interesting.
Huh.
Oh, she's so smart.
She is. Well then, well, between you and Anathema, maybe I could learn soon enough.
Is there anything else it does? I know with mouse I'm able to cast spells through it via touch. Does it do anything else for you?
Hmm.
Can it fight?
Yeah, can you? Yeah, actually, can you do anything? Like, I don't know, what, dragons are known for, what, breath attacks, things like that?
Well, we know she can write.
Can do that.
Yeah.
I mean, aren't those either
Winnie-
just stories or religious texts? Do they really do that?
I don't know, that's why I'm asking.
Winnie goes and thinks for a moment. And then starts to try and climb up and pull out one of your short swords that you have.
Wait, what?
Oh my god, she's gonna kill
Oh
you.
my god, it's got a knife!
I've known her for 2 minutes and she's trying to stab me.
Yeah, she's got a knife. No.
And so eventually she gets it to like slip out of the scabbard that it's in, and then just breathes fire across it and does a little jazz hands. Like,
No.
ta-da! And
Oh.
the short sword is on fire for a few seconds and then it dissipates.
Oh, I
Ooh,
see.
It's pretty cool.
So you've got some sort of elemental thing going on.
Nods its head, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm pretty cool.
Does it do other elements or just fire?
Yeah, is it?
Because I kind of have the fire thing handled.
Oh, you jealous?
Not that I'm intimidated. I think no. No, come now.
You're intimidated by my little lizard friend now.
Hmm.
Oh no, I don't think it could just blasts the side of the cliff. I think I've got it.
Oh,
Jesus Christ! There is no.
Cypher, make me a D100 roll.
you've been saving that for like since you got out of the city? What?
13.
Ooh,
lucky
that's
number.
not lucky.
No, it's super lucky.
That's super lucky.
it's
What are you,
not
what are you
lucky.
talking? What are you talking about, DM?
Rocks fall from the sky and kill you all.
Ah, I see.
That's good luck.
No, nothing actually happens.
Boo.
Okay.
But if it could do anything like, I personally don't have any lightning abilities or acid
Poison.
or poison.
Poison.
I don't have any poison.
Yeah.
Poisson.
Poisson.
Yeah. Does it have any
Kinda
fish
looks-
abilities?
Kind of looks solemnly to the ground.
Oh no, it's okay. We didn't mean to make.
alright.
We're just
Buddy,
kind of
no.
grasping at straws.
I'm just.
We're just goofing around, little guy.
I would give you a little pat, but you'll turn into a crystal again.
Oh, can I give it a pat?
It's all right. Just trying to figure out what you can do. That's all.
I want to go for a pat.
You want to go for a pat?
Am I the
Yeah.
only one that can't give my own lizard pets? I'm gonna be so mad.
Give a little
Thanks.
pat.
You want to pet
Yeah.
babies?
It's not the-
I'm sorry.
Listen,
That's
okay?
okay.
I still don't have my pet back, and you all get yours.
Hey, now, I thought I was having a nightmare while being awake, and then this thing appeared. I don't know what to tell you.
Oops, all familiars.
Sometimes
Oops, all
when
familiars.
you're first able to conjure or cast a spell, you get an understanding of it. Maybe if you sit with the crystal for a moment and concentrate on it, maybe you could understand the capabilities.
You could be right. He picks Winnie up. Crystal moment.
Crystal moment.
He just kind of
Wait,
takes a look at it. Can I try to roll for something?
Yeah,
Try to
roll
get
for-
what's
yeah,
kind of going on
me-
here?
Let me look at all that is available.
Wait a minute.
wait.
Vith's strings are red. DM.
I wasn't the one that drew that. That was you.
That was motherfucker. That's a copper color. I know I'm slightly colorblind, but
Like, can he actually not put it into different elemental form?
I mean, does it say that he can with
Every
the
time
Drake
that you
Warden
summon the
thing?
Drake Warden, you choose an element to summon it with.
I
Yeah.
thought-
that's what we were
cosmetics
kind of
can
getting
be-
at.
The cosmetics can be chosen
Gotcha.
completely up to the caster. You can change the cosmetics of it whenever,
Mhm,
but you
mhm.
can summon it in any of the base chromatic cast forms of blue, white, or elementally fire, ice,
Cold.
lightning, poison, and acid.
I just liked the idea of this little copper looking ass lizard, so but that's up to whatever.
What? So what happens if you toss it in the air? Is it like you're tossing it, but it's a crystal, and then and then it's the dragon, and then you catch it again, and maybe you
Do-
can have
do you-
some sort of
Uh,
interaction?
Does it have to show up right in front of you, or can you summon it from different points?
What if you chuck it
Like,
maybe
really
even
far?
Up to 30 feet away.
I'm not
Vith.
throwing it because it seems like when I'm not touching it is when it comes out.
Vith, give me an insight check.
Okay. Unless it's just nervous. I don't know. But seems too proud for that. Insight.
Yeah, this was for
Just trying to figure something out about this weird.
yeah.
Aha! I touch this and it turns into a rock for some reason.
hmm
Anything I can glean.
Oh,
So,
Jesus Christ, you
Hey.
guys!
From it.
I will give you something, and then you can ask the DM 2 questions.
Oh boy,
Ooh.
oh boy.
So,
What can we do to
first
get
off-
you on our side?
in,
I think she's
Nothing,
already just
die.
kinda here.
but what you notice as you're holding on to the crystal, it is growing. And whenever you go to like set it down and pick it back up, whenever you're not holding on to it, and then you go to pick up the crystal, it's like it remained in the state that it was when you last held it. So it's as if right now, just your mere presence focusing on holding the crystal is what is helping it to grow and understand itself.
Okay. Interesting. So, okay, fair enough. It do
And then
be
you get 2
a baby.
questions.
Sweet baby.
Sweet baby.
Okay, 2 questions for the DM. Does this have anything to do with the string screwery?
No.
Okay.
Great.
Right question.
Good to know.
Little dragon.
And
Are you strings?
are you strings? Question.
I can give you something else if you can't think of a question.
Yeah, screw it. Go off.
In order to change its element, it doesn't know any other elements than fire, which is the closest one to it. So maybe if you hit the crystal with a different element, it'll remember what that element is.
Okay.
See, I saved it.
Interesting.
I'm not dumb.
It's baby. I
It is
promise.
baby.
I mean,
Hey.
if you remember, the crystals are called Memoria crystals. Just
Oh,
needs
I
to
gotta deal
remember.
with crystal fuckery now.
Yeah, what? They
Yes,
are?
fat strings, not crystals.
Remember.
I heard him call them that a few times, yeah.
Oh.
Well, it seems this whole crystal thing is a part of this, obviously, but and I don't know if you noticed, but it's growing a little. So maybe
I-
if I leave it be for a bit, it'll help her a bit. I don't
Maybe.
know.
Maybe, would you mind if I held it and I could possibly study it?
Yeah, just don't be weird.
Why
I'm-
is that
I'm
your
fucking
first response?
I'm fucking with you here.
Looks at the others.
Am I weird?
Only a
Only
little bit.
sometimes, but
no, I regret even asking. I'm going
Okay,
to
but
spend
it's
10
all for a
minutes to
good
cast.
reason.
I'm going to
What did you
spend
think
10
the
minutes to
answer was
cast
gonna be?
Identify on this crystal. Do not bug me. Literally just rotates in his crisscross position away from them.
Vith, are
God.
you re-summoning Winnie, or are you just
It
handing the crystal
seems-
over?
It seems like if I'm not holding it, she comes out, right?
Yes and no. Because remember, the original summoning of this is you wanting Winnie to be there, and whenever you let go of the crystal, you wanted to initially touch Winnie. But it's a summoning thing, so you can choose to summon Winnie or not.
I'm gonna say no and hand Cypher the crystal and see what happens.
Okay. Da, 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 da. Properties and how to use them. It requires attunement to use, and how many charges, if any. You learn whatever spells are affecting the item, what they are. So, with the crystal cipher, you're able to learn that it is a Memoria crystal. It is able to save and not relive memories, but impart memories upon a physical form. And due to Vith attempting to do something along the lines of find familiar, he found the memory of the form within the crystal, thus allowing it to take a, albeit limited, still physical form. You don't know how he did it, though.
That her?
Has it been 10 minutes?
Is Nathan?
Has it been 10 minutes?
No. Do you want to do other stuff?
I'm just... Wait, am I not able to study the crystal, or am I still able to study the crystal?
Oh yeah, no. I was giving you what you were getting from Identify off of the crystal.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So,
Hands it back.
Give me a minute to write this down so I don't forget, alright?
sure.
Beatrix, are you feeling alright? Just checking in.
As alright as I can be.
Good. I don't want to bombard you with questions on your first day of existence in this world, but if you have any for us, we're happy to answer.
What does this world mean to you all?
Oh. I feel like you found the weirdest group to ask that question to.
I always seem to stumble across the weird ones, but I feel like
Personally,
that helps me understand how the world is perceived.
personally, it's an opportunity to be more than I was and more than I currently am. An opportunity to find friends and to make enemies. It's, if I use the word sometimes, a catalyst for me. But only for me, as in a sense of how I see it and how I interact with it. I mean, I don't want to say I understand what you're going through, because I really don't. I don't really remember anything beforehand, but I woke up in this body a few days ago. Maybe even a week at this point, a week or two, I don't... It's flown by. With people who thought they knew me, and... I don't know. I feel like I've tried to make the best of it. Anyone else
Interesting.
want to answer?
I
Oh,
just
sorry.
live here.
I was finishing with the writing. So.
Wait, hold on. Did you
So
say
you
you
know
just
how
live
we-
here?
Well, I'm sorry. Before all of this, I didn't know there was a previous world, and everyone I talk to does not know a previous me. I'm here. That's kind of just where my brain is right now. I just live here.
No, it's good. I appreciate that.
I'm
It's
trying.
just-
A follow-up question to that, if I may.
Hmm.
Do you like living here?
That's a loaded question.
Do without the war.
I
Mm.
could do... There's a lot of things in our current world that I could do without, and yes, the war is part of it. I like the people I travel with.
I was going to say, I hated this world. I hated living in it. It felt judgmental and cruel and full of ridicule for who I am. And that was until I found this group of who I would consider friends
Mm-hmm.
at this point.
I mean, the world we're in is a very fascinating place, so to speak. It's full of, A lot of intrigue and a lot of mysteries that we're still trying to unravel with each new generation. There's been a lot of accomplishments and achievements that our people have made. The gigantic sewer system that's below us at this very moment is even a accomplishment on its own, and we're only beginning to tap into the understanding of it all. I'm beginning to ramble.
What's new?
Point taken.
Sometimes his rambles are interesting, honestly.
I wish
I
I
would
understood more of
still-
it, but yeah.
I
They're
would say-
educational if you don't zone out like I do.
I would say that the world is trivial. It's the people that make it worth it. But it's all perception, really.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, perception check.
And
Right.
destination. Locations certainly do help shape how people interact with each other.
Of course.
I'm just sad to see that some aspects of this world never change.
Was it the wall?
Yeah.
People
But
are sort of
it's
doomed
less-
to repeat things, unfortunately.
Well, it's more the fact that war comes from a duality, that it's less the war itself, but more the cause remains the same.
Hmm.
That's probably what I meant.
I guess. You have a reason to fight. Why not do it, right?
Can,
It's fair, but
Not that I like
Sometimes-
that option.
sometimes things are just prolonged for the sake of prolonging them.
Mm.
can I ask? Did you like your world? The one that came before ours, I guess.
I think my answer, just as the war, is the same as, some of yours. It's the people that I liked, not necessarily the world itself. We had our own fair share of problems and issues. As you stated before, Anathema, we also dealt with discrimination and racism, especially against people that didn't deserve it. An old acquaintance of mine, he lost an entire leg defending a tiefling who only was able to get out with losing her eyes.
Oh,
It was cold and brutal what was done, and under the belief that not some were inferior, but holding within them a demonic and evil presence. And
So sorry.
yes, and it was in those moments after seeing who was committing them that my own faith wavered. And it wavered for a good reason. And I questioned everything up until that point. And in the coming years, when everything was falling apart, the only prayer I could give out to the world was one in hopes that I could be reborn to do better than what I was able to do in my own life.
Do you feel your prayer was answered?
Do you know the legend of the monkey's paw? A wish-granting artifact?
Say no more.
no, actually,
It's-
please say more. I don't know what that is.
Oh. Back in my time, there was a fable we used to tell children. about some mythical artifact known as the monkey's paw that could grant wishes, but it would grant exactly what you wished for, and usually what came of that was unexpected consequences and a regret for making the wish.
Oh.
And I feel not that I regret being given a second chance to do better, but what others who also took that wish are doing to your world.
Well.
Well, we have a chance to do something about it.
Let's.
Let's hope so.
Typhon informed me that I don't need rest in this body, so I'm fine taking watch.
It's getting late.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
It's
kind of
honestly
tired.
getting a little past my bedtime.
Well, thanks for what you've done. I didn't expect anything to come from it.
I didn't. I expected maybe something like, if your powers are similar to druidic magic, that maybe you would have made a flower or something, or maybe like a vine that you could control. I wasn't expecting
A prodigy?
a gecko.
I
Gecko.
don't know where she came from either, but
Yeah, man, I'm
Jeez.
kind of jealous, not gonna lie.
The past week or so has been full of a lot of what the fuck moments. So, needless to say.
Well, I'm going to turn in you guys. Good night.
Night.
Me too. Just lays down on the ground right there.
All right. And you
I'm
all...
assuming Cypher gave it back, right?
No.
Yes, yes.
No, it's his now. He keeps it.
I
And
was-
you
if you
all...
wanted to, you would turn it back into a drake and then have it skitter into your tent and turn back into a crystal.
Is Mittens actually out there with me, Elise?
Yes.
Oh, my heart,
It curl up into a
Anathema.
grass ball.
baby.
Yes.
As you lean back and look up into the starry night sky, free from the obstructions of a town out in the wilderness,
Rocks fall.
rocks fall and you die instantly.
New character time.
Oh boy, good luck, James.
Cries.
But as the previous nights, the moon is still in its new state.
And it has.
And
Oh, it has been.
remember,
not.
Always has been.
it went to a waxing crescent for a bit, and then ever since Discord disappeared, it's been back at a full moon, or new moon.
Oh, oh, oh.
Dang.
I'm
And
gonna
now
hug
it's a
Mittens.
waning grand man. Or whatever it is.
Oh, waiting grand man.
What?
Is that
Oh,
what it's called? There's the whacking Gorbo,
Gibbous.
There's the
what
Oh
are
my
you saying?
Grand man.
Gibbous.
there's the winning garbage.
The winning garbage.
And then there's the
Fucking
full moon.
Gibbous,
That's the process of the moon.
Magic
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
lunar cycle.
There's the half glass full.
Yeah, I would assume.
Half glass full, half grandpa angry.
Grandpa, what?
Half
Sorry?
grandpa.
Is the glass half full or
I
half
think we have a
grandpa
full
empty?
Glass has full.
Anyways, we're gonna. Hey, do you
Nailed
want
it.
any other scenes, or are we just gonna?
I just imagine that was a dream Anathema was having. just like,
Guys, what are you saying? I can't understand you, guys.
He just
Guys,
can't.
I
Like,
can't understand.
he's just
Please.
forgetting the name of every single moon phase and trying his hardest.
Oh,
Yeah,
the worst
I call that
anxiety dream.
Mm. What's that
I wake up.
perception for? Sisyphus.
Did you just call him a sissy?
What?
No, I called him Sisyphus. Because the rock's about to fall down and he needs to push it back up the hill.
Sisyphus,
my God.
Sussy Baka.
No.
Anyways,
Don't
what was the
make me hurt
perception
you.
for Nathan?
That's for our journey.
Oh, okay. You guys
Oh.
want to start traveling now? All
We're
right.
going west, are we not?
Yeah, you're being a little.
We can
Do you
sail
want me
the
to
Just ahead
seven
of
take
it.
seas,
nature again?
Go west.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's the journey to the west.
Go
nature.
west.
All quiet on the
Or
western
I meant
front.
survival. I'm stupid.
Yeah.
You can sail the seven seas. Go west.
Come on now.
Gotta.
Hey,
Ayo.
get a load of this
Snapping.
guy.
For the
Yo.
future, remind me to never have you all go through Illman's Pass again. Gotta. We're running out of room for the tracking markers. So we gotta.
we just
There we go.
So you are never going through this again. Anyway.
Yep. No, I'm making sure the plot never has you guys go to the
What happens?
the Sky Sea coast, and if it does, I'll figure out some way to force you down through Tide's Watch.
Wait,
Wait, the spicy coast.
How do we...
Nah,
The
man.
Sky Sea
Illman's
Coast.
Pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the spicy coast.
No.
No.
Also, what happens when we run out of colors?
That's a good question.
We're never gonna run out of colors. There's an infinite amount of colors.
Oh.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
Yeah, like
Uh,
blue,
As an artist,
No.
yes.
indigo,
Blue.
cerulean, teal.
Oh no. Oh no.
Apparently,
If
I
we
just
go-
don't know the difference between red and copper because I'm dumb. I'm fixing it right now. No.
I think you might just be a little colorblind.
I'll just make it bronze.
Listen, just because I'm not wearing my glasses, shut up.
Shut.
My glasses, my glasses.
It's okay.
Can you see? Yeah, vaguely. I'm just colorblind and have astigmatism. Anyway.
Wait, you have
All
autism?
good
No,
things.
Yes.
Okay. Jesus.
All right.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Hey, gang. You're back at Torna now. It's been 3 days of travel.
Damn nose fast.
Yeah, it's like you know those wipes where it's like, all right, we need to get our way over there, and then it just fades.
It's time
Fade
for a
side wipe, and then we're
montage.
here.
Travel.
All right, I
montage.
guess
Lord
we'll
of the
get a
Rings
training
had us.
montage. Okay, here we'll do initiative.
Oh no.
Don't play
Oh
80s
god.
music, quick.
Oh, jeez.
All right, so you all are back at Torna. What are you doing?
So there's a temple nearby here?
Yes, if we decide to head south toward the Koshin Woods and then go off the beaten path, we should see the broken up temple, and then we should see Iona.
Hopefully.
Yes, and,
Assuming she's there, yes.
I mean, do we have any business here, or should we just move on?
Has anything changed in Torna? Is it now a bustling city now that, Hillman's Pass is open up again?
It seems a lot more lively.
That's good.
Although a lot of the houses still seem like not condemned, but closed off because the city themselves bought it from people trying to just leave and find success elsewhere. So a lot of the houses and shops are still relatively boarded up. But there's some newer places opening. If you want to give me investigation checks.
Can I do it? Can I do
yeah,
it?
baby.
I want to do
Everyone can do it.
Yeah. it's a
Sick
group
nasty.
activity.
That's what I was waiting for. That's what it's all about.
I don't know. what
I'm
would be
terrible at
different.
those.
I'm terrible at the.
Oh,
Hey!
Cypher and Vith.
I'm
As
just
you're
there.
just kind of walking through, making the rounds, you're like, oh yeah, no, we can go check on meat and mixtures, see if anyone's moved into the smithy. Go say hi to why am I forgetting Lana? And you see right across the street from it Milio's mysterious magical mayhem.
Oh
His,
no.
his what now?
His
Let's go
magical
shopping.
mayhem. You can read, I thought.
Listen.
Squints.
Oh, never mind.
Fifth's
I'm dumb.
dyslexic.
Sorry. He might be. Low key.
Canon.
No. I'm kidding.
I mean, are we? You guys seem curious. Are we? Do you want to? Again, I don't know what's around here. I'm not sure what we should be using our time for.
I mean, how much money do we couldn't need?
Nothing.
Not a lot.
I
Not a lot.
have 2 silver to my name.
I'm willing to take a look, I guess. You never know. There's always the diamond in the rough.
Yeah, let's look.
How about we avoid orbs, though?
Yes, that would be interesting. Who knows? Maybe we can drop the orb off here.
You really hate it that much.
Yes.
Then you're at least getting
I'm
$500 for it.
I noticed maybe I can sell Barry's
Dollars.
skull. Some extra R's.
Do you not need that anymore?
No, I'm holding on to it. Leave me be.
Oh, so you get the
Joke,
weird
I think.
skull, but I can't keep the weird orb. I see how it is.
No, okay, listen, the skull has done nothing to you. The orb has
Ow.
literally killed us 3 times.
Yeah.
He makes a compelling argument for once.
Well, having not actually
What do you mean
died,
for
like,
once?
in this world, I don't know how this works.
I mean, you can't say, well...
It wasn't that bad an experience, I'll be honest. I had fun. Is that weird?
Perhaps.
Only a little
Uh,
bit.
I'm not going to lie.
Okay. Sorry.
I think we're all just weird. Don't worry about it.
I just want to know more.
You guys
Speak for
gonna
yourself.
go in, or are you going?
You're
to the
carrying a
temple?
skull around.
No, we're just
It's
standing in front
for
of it.
my own purposes. Also, the person the skull belonged to was an asshole. He deserves it.
Oh, it was
was being creepy.
somebody's? Oh, God. Okay. That's, I feel
Oh,
like, is weirder.
Somebody was trying to, the bandits who were murdering and like stealing from people and whatnot. And
Desecrated its body.
yes, if you
Well,
make your living off of literally murdering and stealing people's life worth, especially during a time of war when people are, you know, vulnerable and they're
Just
trying to seek refuge, and you see that as the best time to make a business on taking advantage of people, I say you don't deserve a good burial. Fuck you.
Jeez.
You don't deserve a skull either.
Remind me not to,
Skull's mine.
wrong you as I open the door.
Oh, come now, you know I'm not like that.
Besides, it's not like he's gonna miss it. He's dead.
Anyways,
Ah, I
Exactly.
see you're still having a conversation. Well, just
Yeah.
because the door is unlocked does not mean we are open for business. The lock is severely broken, as the last people who came in to clear out the establishment. Oh, it's you guys! Hey,
Oh.
how's
Would,
it going?
would you like to purchase an orb of nightmares? I mean, of pleasant dreams.
Oh, the orb of pleasant dreams. How quaint. No, I'm not in the business for purchasing anything right now, but I do
Ah.
appreciate your commerce.
What a shame. What if we didn't sell it to you, but just left it on the ground in your shop and then ran away?
I would call the guards to dispose of a mysterious magical item left at my doorstep that I have
gets
no
rid of it.
affiliation
That
to
gets rid of it.
anymore.
It gets rid of it.
What have you got for sale, Emilio?
Oh, I mean, like I said beforehand, we're technically not open for business, but you know, the usual stuff.
Oh, my bad. We'll leave then.
Well, wait.
Come on, everyone,
anything-
let's go. Obviously, he's not
okay,
open for
wait a
business and he
second.
wants us to go.
No. You are some of my most favorite customers.
Well, you weren't very
I-
welcome.
Why is that?
I am currently in possession of a carriage that can fit into sewer drains.
I'm
However,
I see
I
where
don't
this
know
is
how to
going.
get it out. So I've kind of triangulated the location of it, and it is directly underneath the shop. but under a magical seal preventing it from leaving. That magical seal is a ton of bricks that make it really heavy, so people kind of get fed up with moving it if they're trying to steal it.
Makes sense.
So it's not magical at all.
Okay.
Oh, it's insanely magical. It uses the magic of undetermined thieves.
I mean, we could also just walk through the sewers.
Yeah, but you could walk through them in style.
Okay, assuming we don't want that,
Mhm.
what else? Oh, I hate asking this question.
Oh, well, one of the newer things that I've gotten that isn't cursed, because I have a house now and I don't have to worry about sleeping out in the wilderness. I have a piece of traveler's cloth. It is a magically enchanted cloth, typically the size of a blanket that, when laid upon, feels like a comfortable bed. It ensures you get a good night's rest no matter what environment you're in. But you still need a blanket to keep warm.
Oh.
Hey, Cypher.
Yes?
Sorry,
What?
I was making a joke about old bones. Nothing.
Oh, I have some old bones, like the skull of Barry.
Yeah, I'm still not
Okay.
interested. You haven't fully sold me on the skull of Barry.
Yeah, I have no
You never
intention of
could.
selling it to you anymore. You lost your chance. It's only
Well,
going
you
to
know
go
what?
up in value the longer I don't sell it to you.
Oh, a practice item.
That's an
Wait, how
entirely valid argument.
Wait,
Did
how
you
many are
just
there to collect?
completely deflect my Jesus Christ. Alright.
Are you selling any
Come on,
tomes?
Fifth. They're only funny when I say them.
Apparently.
Um,
Wow.
I mean, I have a book I can't open.
And a door you can't close?
You just have to twist the lid and it'll...
What lid? And he pulls out this, like, skull, it looks like it could be a
He pulls out a skull?
necromancer's grimoire, and it has, like, one of those... you know the, like, diary locks on it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mm, it has one of those to it, and it just does not match the vibes of the book.
It's a
You just,
bright
like,
pink.
It's got like a pink
Beautiful,
rhinestone on it or something.
It's like beautiful silver with an engraved heart around it.
Oh my lord. Ah, okay.
If I were to open it for you and let you read it and then sell it to me, would I get a discount?
Sure, why not?
Poggers.
Okay, old
He did
man.
not-
Get your
He just
outdated
invents
slang out of
words.
here. Jeez.
Hey, whoa, hold
Out of
on.
it.
I need...
Hey, let me tell you
Oh,
something.
God.
Yeah, wait,
Clocks
guys,
are
I think he might be.
collectible.
I think he might be having a stroke. He's saying random fucking words now.
Cypher is going to walk forward. May I? And hold his hands out as if to take the grimoire.
By all means, but remember, if you destroy it, you just bought it.
Of course. And he's going to place a single finger on the lock and cast knock.
And so, a very loud, if I remember, knock makes a sound, right?
Uh-huh,
Yes.
audible for as far as
Yeah,
300 feet away.
A very loud and audible "Open Sesame" rings out throughout the room.
Ow!
So
Wow.
good!
Do you have an enchantment that alters magic? Because I swear to God, that spell did not always go open sesame.
I feel like it's more pertaining to the lock itself.
That's hilarious.
Why was it
Yeah.
so loud?
Don't do that again.
Please.
Please
Anyway.
stop.
Listen, not all
Let's
magic
check
is,
out
you
the
know,
juicy contents inside. And he flips it open.
It's
Oh,
just juice.
it's someone's diary.
Damn.
Doesn't
Turns it over to look at it.
What was this?
Does it say whose it is?
No.
Yeah, what's the tea?
Yeah, what is
Come
the
on,
tea?
Bill.
What is the
Um,
tea?
So, inside the diary, it's like, it gives some date that's already happened. Today, I saw this really handsome looking guy out in the market. I don't know if he's like into the magic types, but I've been practicing, I've been studying, I've been getting on good. Maybe I'll be able to use some kind. Maybe if I get better at disguise self, and not accidentally turn myself into a goblin with it, he might notice me.
Oh.
I wish it was like
wow.
about one of us.
Oh no.
I think I know where this is going.
Yeah, what's the next page say?
How do you know it's a
Yeah, I
girl?
want to keep reading this bitch's
So
details.
I've been able to turn myself into a pretty handsome-looking human. Though I can't really get the beard right, it always comes out dwarven. Hopefully that's not a bad point. Wish me luck, heart.
Oh, okay, alright. Let's flip
Oh,
the
this
page.
is getting
Oh,
weird.
I'm so invested now.
I didn't have the courage today. It's
Oh.
that's all that's written on the page. Better
Oh,
luck tomorrow. And then the third page, I can't find him. Apparently, he's been conscripted to fight in the front. I don't know what to do with my life anymore.
Oh,
Oh,
oh no.
a heart-wrenching
Ooh.
story. I don't know if
That
it's enough
sucks.
to really pay for it, but oh.
Hey, Moffat,
skill issue.
Uh-huh.
can I make a medicine check to see if the skull on the book is actually a real skull,
Sure.
or if it's just like a cosmetic thing?
It's his skull.
Can you tell by looking at it though?
Oh, it is
22.
100% cosmetic. It is like made of plaster. And because of its age, at first you're like, oh, it's, aged bone. But as you kind of flick at it, no, it is way too brittle to be bone. You don't want to break any aspect of it because you don't know if Emilio is going to get you on that. But yeah, no, it is purely cosmetic.
So, Emilio, where did you say you got this?
Oh, I found it in the sewer. I think the final page is going to reveal everything, and he flips it, and it says, I'm going to the front. I don't care what happens to me. I need to be with him. I need to find him. I need to make sure he's okay. With this, I throw away my hopes and dreams into the sewer. Clinging to the past hasn't done me any good. I need to act. I need to be brave.
Oh my
Aw.
god.
Didn't this person barely know whoever they're after?
Yes.
Yeah, but I'm enthralled, okay? Shut up.
Yeah, well, you know what? Whoever they are, I'm hoping the best for them. Probably not, because they went out to the front line. And that's where people go and don't come back.
Love is a very powerful magic. We've been studying it for years.
Did you get anywhere?
No.
I didn't think so.
Yeah, makes sense.
Well, actually, somewhat. It's actually these chemical responses in your brain that. Anyway, I don't
Okay,
think
everyone
anyone-
Oh
knows
my
that.
god, come on. Wait, I didn't know that.
The group groans collectively.
Anyways.
Hypocrite though you may be, your chemicals tell you that they are chemical. Anyway.
Alright.
Anyways, do you have any other business? Any juicy gossip? I'm going to
Nothing quite as
probably
juicy
be
as that book.
I'm probably going to be traveling around a bit more, because nobody seems to want to buy the carriage in the sewers. So, who knows? We might run into each other at another town.
Yay! I'm so excited to see our good friend yet again, and cannot wait until we meet again.
We're friends?
Yeah!
Oh, I could cry if I had tear ducts.
Yeah! We're great friends!
Oh
I'm
my
sure
gosh,
you
and you know what
deserve
great
tear
friends
ducts.
do? They give each other discounts.
Yeah, we glossing over that one.
Oh! Really?
Right now, I'm having a huge discount on bricks. You can just take them.
Cypher
Oh,
turns
thank you.
around
I-
and just like last time,
I would
walks
like
out.
a brick. Wait.
I'm
Oh,
a follow.
I was gonna
Cypher
take
is
back
no
to
longer
pick up
present.
a brick.
Okay, good luck. Bye.
Man,
Thanks,
and-
goodbye. Don't die.
Try not to.
yeah, I
He's out.
can't wait to see you again. I might check some of those bricks later, but we'll see. We'll see.
If you know anyone who's in need of a bunch of bricks that are unusually sturdy, tell them Emilio's your man, and that if my good friend Elise is the one to send them, to tell him so that way I can give him the free discount because I don't know what I'm gonna do with all those bricks.
I'll be sure to send them your way, and I'll tell them that he's probably in whatever city they're in. So,
Oh, also, by the way, if you run into any unnatural collapses in the sewers, I promise that wasn't me.
right.
No, I just took the bricks from the collapses.
Right. I'm sure whatever happened wasn't your fault. Have an amazing day, Emilio.
Oh, you as well. I made a friend.
Oh, God.
And you close the door.
Oh, Anathema's still.
Anathema's still there? Oh!
Anathema's gonna follow behind, but like wait till everyone's left and then just pick up a brick and then walk
Oh
out.
no, the bricks are in the sewer. You gotta go into the sewer for
God
the
damn
bricks.
it! I wanted
Yeah,
a
because
brick.
they're holding down
don't
the cart.
get brick
to
right
keep
now.
people
Oh, that's
from
right. They're
stealing
holding
it.
down the. Oh, that's right.
There wasn't a sample brick?
Yeah, I was
No.
gonna say. He
Unfortunate.
didn't have any
Poor-
free samples.
Poor
I wasn't planning on
execution.
selling them until now. I'm sorry.
It's fine. Whatever.
It's okay, Nethel. We'll get you a brick.
Thank you.
Put googly eyes on it.
Oh, it's all I ever want. That's gonna be my replacement for Discord. I'm just so lonely, guys.
It reminds me of
Sure.
him.
God.
Everything reminds me of him.
Looks at the fucking brick with googly eyes.
Well,
Oh.
as you all begin to make your way down to the temple, you remember that the pathway to it, part of it, it's not that it was destroyed, but it's just been kind of covered up by dirt and time. And so you venture your way back down to the Moon Temple, and wow, it's actually been cleaned up a bit. You're able to more clearly see the path as it diverges from the main road, and the small amount of trees that had begun to grow in the area around it seem a bit more well kept. The path itself a lot less dirty, and a lot more used. And as you slowly creep up onto the area, it's still in shambles on the outside. There's still overgrowth, but the area has been cleaned up quite a bit. And then sitting in the
Nice.
fountain, you see Iona and a small reptilian person.
Oh.
Just kind of, they look like they're taking a breather out after a lot of manual labor.
I thought you guys said
So
this
Elise-
place was practically abandoned.
It
Well,
was last time we left, which was.
Hey, DM, how many days ago was it?
A
Enough.
long time. You think I'm keeping count? I'm just saying numbers and travel. I could calculate it, but I'm not going
Could I
to.
make a history check to remember exactly how many days?
Yeah, sure.
Hey, DM. That's like the 4th or 5th natural 20 this session.
Yeah, what the
How many
fuck?
days ago were we last here? That is the 5th one.
We should get like a cookie or something.
Oh my God.
Exactly
seriously.
how many days?
Exactly how many days? You want me to? All right.
many minutes,
Do the
boy?
math.
No.
know the
No,
seconds.
go back and watch every single.
Yeah, no, that's what we're doing right now. Hey, we're gonna do a Moon Hunters marathon right now, everyone.
I
And
Oh
want
my
enjoy
God.
because Nathan wants to delay the main quest. Yeah,
I
no,
want
it's
to
fine.
relive every single
This is
moment.
all my
It's not like,
fault, guys.
it's
I
not like
want another
anything
second.
important's happened, but let me see. So, oh, hey, you know the funny thing about time in the Koshin Woods?
yeah.
No, it's fine. So you have traveled about, according to my map, you've traveled about 158 feet in a circle.
There's fucking You
For
fucker.
God's sake.
I haven't adjusted the ruler tool
You
for it.
bastard.
But
Well, it's been maybe
see,
a
it's-
week or two since
well,
we
it's
were
been
last here.
roughly
Maybe
'cause
more.
it's roughly 3 days going up along the coast. I think was about 5 days, just because of time and stuff where you guys were stopping. You did spend, a day or two inside the Pale City. There was the day travel into the Koshin Woods, however much time happened in there. So I'd actually give it about around 2 weeks
Wow.
that you've been gone. 2, maybe 3 weeks.
That's not precise enough.
I'm sorry.
I wonder if you can change the units to days. That would be infinitely more useful.
True.
Yeah,
I
I don't know.
don't know.
It's not like I've used Roll20 for a few thousand hours.
Wow. Well, looks less abandoned.
Well, she's had some time to clean up.
Did anyone feel like the ambiance has stopped? Like the birds stopped singing? Oh, never mind. Maybe it's just me.
You okay?
I'm feeling weird. I don't know. Ever since I got back to Torna, it's just like been. I don't know.
I have
Like
to
I
find the right
should
song.
know something here, right?
Someone made me calculate days.
I had
I
her
could
too
have
mad.
said no to the history roll, but yeah.
You
Bro.
were both here
Bruh.
and
Sorry.
you were both here and you yourself weren't, but before you.
Right.
I know that makes no sense, but
So
Yeah,
I
old you was here.
technically know this person? Okay.
I
Well, she knows you, you don't know her. But she doesn't actually know you, right now, but she'll think she knows you.
Technically, the person who knew them before you piloted that body of yours, it took an oath underneath her.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Okay.
Oh hell, I did too.
Is gonna be yes, honorary moon hunters.
I will strike you.
This is gonna be
Oh,
Oh,
weird.
thank
quite
goodness
happy
you all are
about
back. Oh, it has
Hey!
been- Hey, how's it going, Elise?
Greetings.
What?
Iona, do you have a moment? I need to brief
Mhm.
you on some information from while we were gone.
Wait,
Oh, okay.
Very important.
Wait, so did you change your mind? Because I did call for an extra pin. Also, everyone, please meet our wonderful kobold assistant. He'll be helping us watch over and everyone. This is Sid. And Sid was drawn by Kaki, friend of the show.
Oh,
That's cute.
yay!
Yeah. So
nice.
go follow Kaki at Kaki Rain.
Drawn it.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Text is small for me to read, but we'll find Kaki's Twitter afterwards and throw that into chat for people to follow. Amazing art, wonderful person.
Iona, please, this is very important.
Oh. Okay.
Listen,
Um,
so
Sid, you hand out their badges.
just as a heads up about Elise, we went
Mhm.
into the Koshin Woods after we last saw you, and something bad happened. Elise died, and the person that you see before you is no longer that same person. They basically think of it as if they have complete amnesia of their entire life. They do
Oh.
not remember taking the oath. They do not remember the person known as Eleanor. This is basically a new person entirely.
Eleanor.
Yes. Wait,
How did she know my?
wait, hold on.
She
Did you-
said your current name.
Wait, did you
Remember,
call her-
you guys lied about your names.
Oh.
Oh,
You didn't hear that. Shut up.
I may have got some
Oh, it's
information backwards. I'm sorry. It's been a very stressful last couple of days.
Oh, wait, no, actually, wait, no. You came clean about it when you were signing up to be Moon Hunters. Never mind, take that back. She didn't say Elise, she said Eleanor.
Okay.
That's my bad. Yeah.
I know it's a lot of information very suddenly, but basically think that Eleanor is deceased. This person's name is Elise. They do not know anything about the person known as Eleanor.
All right, and Iona calls back Sid and is like, "Yeah, what's up? Um, that pin shouldn't go to. You said Elise was her name.
Yes.
She didn't make the oath, and so we don't want to force that upon her. So just give it to Anathema and Vith.
I brought
Okay.
Iona up to speed. I wanted to make it as short and painless as possible.
Oh. Oh.
Good.
Okay. That. I don't know how I feel about that. Thanks.
I
Okay. Well, and this is Beatrix.
Hello, I'm. There's been a lot going on recently. Sorry if I'm just quiet about things. I'm gonna let you all do the talking for now and just be here. Well, welcome. Din's temple is always welcome to anyone, especially those who don't necessarily feel like they belong in the world, but you're more than welcome here. In fact, we've been doing some cleaning up ever since Sid arrived. It has been a lot of work, but we're getting there, getting closer to being a more public place and making sure people are aware of our presence.
Oh, how exciting!
I know.
It's been so long since I've been to a Temple of Din. Well,
Well,
obviously not since last time we have been here.
the shrine isn't fully decorated, but we have gotten the statue back up in a more dignified position. Sid here has been an immense help, and the Kobold Bows servants of Din are amazing, and he's been nothing but kind, and the great people of Torna also have been nothing but kind. And I think I've been starting to build some muscle too, so that's nice. But still a lot of work left to be done, especially on the second floor.
Oh, but it looks amazing so far.
Yeah, I'm still worried about the structure. The bricks in some of the walls aren't the soundest because they've been sitting there for a while. So I don't know if we're going to have to just tear down the place. It would be a shame because it's original architecture, but if it's not safe for people to reside in, we wouldn't want anything bad to happen.
Oh, of course, understandable. Would you, show us around what you've done so far?
Oh, by all means. Do watch your step. They are a little uneven right now.
Elise, I'm sorry. Should I not have? I know that may have seemed like I spoke in your stead. I didn't. It's a weird situation, wouldn't you agree? It's hard to. I don't
know how I feel about it yet.
I don't know if there's a good way to. How do you tell someone, hey, don't call somebody by this name that's not them? I'm sorry if that came off as.
No, it's okay.
Maybe I should have let Vith or
maybe just give me some time to think about it, and we can move from there.
I was
It's okay.
hoping that this wouldn't. Uh,
I
it's-
don't want
it's-
to cause any more issues. It's okay.
No. It's not against you at all. It's been about over a week since I had to even think about it. Um, I was
Mm.
honestly pretty comfortable just knowing you as Elise and not thinking about the previous person.
Vith kind of twitches hearing that.
I. It's just I don't know this person now, and I don't feel like I have a need to talk to them anymore. But again, I'm still just putting together the feelings. It's okay. I'll be all right.
As far as I'm concerned, we're here for Anathema, and we're here in hopes that this can lead Anathema to maybe some information that may assist us.
Exactly.
Maybe some divine inspiration that can help him figure out what maybe we should do.
Yeah.
Elise, you feel a cold metal hand on your shoulder. I do relate to your situation if you need someone to talk to.
Yeah. Maybe later.
Yeah, no, whenever you're comfortable, just. I think everyone is here for you, so. Don't worry too much about trying to fill shoes you never were going to put your feet in.
I guess. Thanks.
Vith, are you alright? I know it that I don't know what.
I've had no time to think about it, so whenever it's brought up, I
legitimately don't know what to say. I feel like I talk a
I-
lot and that I always know what to say, but I really.
it's not your problem.
But I could at least try to help.
No, I know. I don't know if I had the strength to say anything about it to Iona, so I don't even know if I have the strength to even deal with it right now.
Just know she may be gone, but you do still have some people by your side.
I know. And I am grateful. It's just going to take a bit, and things just keep happening, so I guess I'll have to deal with it later.
Anathema, how's the temple looking?
Nathma's not here.
You
right now.
muted.
Anathema has
Uh,
died. Oh no, another one.
I don't think Nathma's died. She's not here right now.
Yeah,
The
it's okay
first-
to say it looks like shit, by the way. It's fine. It's a work in progress, you know. It'll look better once we get, more of the foundational work done. Right now it's just kind of clearing out rubble, sprucing up whatever we can. Do be careful when you go inside. There are still some holes in the floor. But without further ado, I suppose it is time for the first opening of the new doors that we put in. And Iona happily swings open the doors to a empty room with a single carpet. They both kind of step aside and do the ta-da. Yeah, you don't need to clap. I understand it's not the best, but it's better than nothing. So
You're doing
that's
what you
plus.
can.
Anathema
Yeah.
absolutely claps still.
For the time being. Okay, you guys are gonna make me blush. But the important thing, although we still need to get the traveling furniture and everything set up for wanderers, is the main altar room is open.
Ooh.
This, for those of you who, okay, you're going in the opposite direction. Fine. But for those of you who aren't aware, the main prayer rooms to Din are always meant to be open for travelers to rest in. There aren't pews for prayer. Usually we try and keep flowers in front of the statue, but but usually off to the sides are blankets, pillows, places for rest and relaxing your mind, easing your burdens. We typically ask that this room is kept quiet. Um, we don't, keep a silent spell in here because in case an emergency happens, um, or in case people need to, just chat. But it's like a library, but for resting. Anyways, down to the south is just kind of our current living quarters. I have to go into town, or into the woods to light fires to cook food, but living, it's fine for the time being.
Well, the this room looks gorgeous.
Oh,
I
trust
can
me, I
tell
can.
tell the work that you've put into it.
A few flowers, some nice pillows, cozy lighting. It can look so much better.
Oh, I do know, but it looks nice from what it did look like before.
But lastly, before we let you all settle in, there is only one bed, and I am sorry about that. I'm
That's okay. I
sure
like that.
Cypher probably needs it, so we can let him use it. Um, but Elise, I, I don't want to force any previous expectations or anything upon you, but if you are curious about being a moon hunter, and not necessarily following the faith of Din, he prefers people to find their own faith in life, but at least joining the cause to help better the world that we strive for. I'm here to answer any questions you may have. Sid isn't much for conversation, but he will do anything you ask that is within his abilities. And also anything that he would be willing to do.
I mean, I'm appreciative. I really am. I don't know what this is about. But we're also coming with some pretty poor news, as well. Um,
Oh, yeah.
you have you're a priestess of one of the
Okay.
dragons, right?
Yes, the Dragon of the Moon, Din.
Do you speak with them? Like, are they physical?
Oh, I mean, usually he just kind of wanders around. You run into him. It's more he runs into you than you finding him. We can't send out prayers, and he's usually responsive to them. It, just kind of takes him some time. My hope is to get the temple back up into a acceptable state. He usually likes to visit whenever a temple has been built. Don't necessarily know about ones being refurbished, but who knows? He might stop by.
Right.
Oh, I can't
Um,
wait.
Well, if he does, it would be good to mention. You've met our friend Beatrix and seen that they are not necessarily the same as us. They're what
mhm.
Wallace is affectionately calling a warforged. Um,
Oh,
yeah,
not a big fan of the name.
yeah. Apparently they've developed magics to divine parts of crystals mined from somewhere. That apparently have the souls of people who've been in worlds past. However you want to take that to mean. While we were there, we witnessed a being who had a presence. One of these crystals that seemed to force its will on one of our members and cause them to place their crystal in a warforged itself. And when it woke up, it announced itself as a dragon.
Yeah, it kind of claimed to be a dragon, and I didn't know what to believe or how to feel, but it seemed extremely powerful, and I wanted to come here to you to ask for guidance, because I've never heard of something like that before, ever.
The only dragons in this world are Din Dawn and the Four Seasons.
That's what I thought too.
In this world, yeah. As Beatrix can attest, this is not the world that they come from.
That's concerning.
Yes.
Oh,
well, also, maybe the fact that they're a little hell-bent on destruction and war and sickness and, yeah. There wasn't much we could do at the time. I'll be honest, I was paralyzed in the sheer aura of what it was.
When did this happen and where?
About 3 days ago.
Couple days ago.
Okay, no, it's relatively recent, so that means that problem hasn't spread out, so it could be fine.
And they seemed hell-bent on getting somewhere.
And we don't know where.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
The most
Sid,
we know is that they might be heading down to the Pale City right now.
how many days, Sid, how many days did it take for you to come down from the Northern Temple up in Tetia? Thanks for a bit. I think about 10, 11.
And it managed to get past like a mile in only a few minutes.
Oh, goody.
And with
Well,
what Anathema says, you are the only person we know who knows anything about dragons.
Well, I know things about dragons. Don't misquote me there. But I don't know enough to.
should this be a conversation continued with the rest of everyone?
Oh, maybe. Why didn't they come in here with us? Where are they?
Yeah, maybe we should go extend this conversation out to them.
So, did you get enlightened? I don't know how this works.
More or less.
Oh, good. So,
No.
what did God tell you to do?
Yeah, no, we haven't gotten that far yet. We're just still talking about the whole.
Oh, you were
predicament
talking
that we're
about the
in.
dragon thing, weren't you?
You brought up the dragon.
Great.
Yeah,
Yes,
that
keep
Oh.
reminding me.
predicament.
Yeah, so, I mean, I can tell from all of your expressions that this is you understand the gravity of the situation far better than I ever could.
It's not a joke, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of what would be possible. Because I haven't heard anything back from Din recently about any of the goings on, so he's probably busy with something.
Mm.
Um have and she turns to you, Anathema. Have you heard anything recently from Din?
Um. Well, I mean, have you been looking at the moon the past few nights?
Yeah, that's what's been concerning me. Usually, whenever he goes out on his trips to check in on the world, he comes back to regale Dawn with everything that's been going on. But keep this between us. They've been arguing a lot more than usual, and it's usually healthy for a relationship to have its
Yeah,
ups
of
and downs
course.
with arguments, as long as it's nothing lasting. Um, and it usually ends up that if they're in the room for like an hour or longer together, they divulge into bickering, which is great for the beings that watch over this realm.
Yeah.
Um, and I'm assuming that he's just gotten fed up with her recently and has left and isn't coming back.
Mm.
I'm
God's
sorry.
having
What?
domestic squabbles. Great.
Gods
Left?
can just leave.
Yeah,
Where
yeah,
would
they can.
Where would it go?
That was the part we were trying to figure out in the end of the world. Beatrix
Oh.
pipes up. The gods had left us, thinking that a new one rose up, and that then instated the world to fall apart.
Fabulous.
Oh.
We might be
So,
looking at the start of it then. Great.
so you're telling me Din?
You're telling me them
Gone?
having a domestic is gonna cause the end of the world? Are you serious?
I mean, they're the gods that watch over this world, so
Oh, for God's sake. Okay.
Yeah, literally.
the
Hmm.
thing is, there's gonna be an event called Revelry that's coming up in a few months. It's taking place up north, as it's Winter's turn to host, and we were hoping, as what Sid has informed me of, we're hoping to try and work through the issues this revelry, and hopefully, the seasons will be able to help mom and dad understand that you can work through issues. You don't have to always try and prove that you're right, and you don't have to always be correct, and that things can get resolved as long as you both have the desire to resolve them.
Sounds
But
familiar.
there's and now this going on, so that's interesting. Um,
Oh no, and this whole dragon thing might serve to push them farther apart.
or it might be the conflict that brings them together.
I sure
Um,
hope.
Let's hope for the second.
Yeah, I. Whew, that's a lot. Um,
Yeah.
I wish wish we had better amenities so that way you all could, take care of your mental health. It seems like you've been through quite a bit. Um,
You don't have any curse cures, do you?
Right.
hmm.
I
Worth a
mean,
shot.
what? We are near the Coaching Woods again, right?
Yes, I'm thinking about going there soon.
Yeah, on that, there was a druid that had passed through here, stayed the night, um, and they didn't say much, but I assumed they had visited the Koshin Woods recently and didn't like what they saw.
What did they look like, perchance? I may have met them before.
Oh, mask, druid
Oh,
stuff. I don't remember what animal it was, but they were headed up north in search of another druid.
But person, not a warforged, right?
No.
Interesting.
yeah, that's.
I'm sorry. No, clarify, please.
If you want to,
There,
Well,
there is another order of druids up to the north, northwest, nearby the front lines. Me and Anathema actually met in a town right outside where they meet, so to speak.
Oh, yes.
I'm sorry. I'm still unclear. Maybe I'm just having a moment. You said no to a question where I said it was a humanoid and not a warforged.
yeah, it was a humanoid. They were a humanoid, not a warforged.
Okay. Sorry. I just wanted to make sure.
I was curious about the warforged part.
Uh,
Druids, typically have adverse effects to metal, and from the only one I've seen, I hate to assume everyone looks the same for your kind, but are they also made of metal?
yeah.
Hmm.
Just know that it exists right now. And disappeared since we talked to them first. So.
Well, this is an interesting turn of events. After you went into the Koshin Woods, a few days passed, people went to go check, and the fog seemed to have been lifted.
We believe we should have fixed the issue causing the fog, per se, but
Okay.
you heard, I came out of that.
Yes.
You all described it as a deer? And goo?
Yeah. Big, very large deer. And
I know a little bit about the subject. It was something referred to by the druids as a beast lord.
I know about the 7 Beast Lords of Desire, not much. I didn't fully study it, but 7 virtues of man, 7
Do
deadly
you recall
sins,
what all
7
7 virtues were?
for the the 7 virtues of man.
Yes.
It's the 7 virtues of man. I don't remember those off the top of my head.
Can we get an F in the chat, boys?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's in the chat.
My religious knowledge is not.
Existent.
Yeah.
Non-existent.
I mean, well, Cypher, you came to the conclusion, right, that it was not necessarily one of those originals, right?
I can't say for certain, but now knowing that the giant deer beast lord, accompanied by the black sort of spirits of sort, that those were the spirits of dead druids that lived in the Koshin woods. It may have been a beast lord of life.
A desire to live.
And from what we heard from a druid warforged friend, some group came, started to burn the forest, wiped them out.
Yeah, I had been talking to people in the town, and apparently a while ago, as the ward started up, the druids didn't want to take a side, and as the revolution was going on, officials of the old crown used to hide within the woods, waiting for soldiers or the royal guard to come in and squash the rebellion. And because of that, some people of the New Alliance thought they were traitorous for harboring such individuals and went to go specifically target the druids. It wasn't any one group, it wasn't specifically fighters for the new crown, but more just confused people trying to vent their anger. It's not right, and I'm not trying to justify it. I'm merely trying to provide an explanation.
Well,
Of course.
Um,
so,
and apparently, since the druids would help guide people through the forest, apparently they had learned that when a druid takes on a mask, they impart their soul within wood, within a tree, and take the name of said tree. It helps them better understand the nature of the world, and if you're able to find and destroy the tree, and in their case burn them, you kill the druid.
well, an even longer story short, apparently they and someone I was formerly all managed to stop the deer beast lord, and subsequently, somehow I came to be.
Well, however you came to be, I do hope that you will eventually find peace. It seems you've been thrown into a chaotic and uncaring world, and although it may feel that way, and she reaches a hand out to put it on your shoulder, but waits to see if you kind of back off from it or anything.
I'll let it happen.
Okay, she puts a hand on your shoulder. No matter what, know that you will always have a home, be it here or in any temple of Din. And regardless of your opinion of him, we will always seek to make sure that you are given rest.
I appreciate it. I just want to help. And we seem to have caused more problem than helping them, so.
But you all shouldn't forget the good you've done. People have been able to return to their homes here and not have to worry about being able to feed their children. Trade has been booming. Resources have been flowing. You've reopened the artery of the golden country that has allowed this heart to begin pumping again. And a lot of people who seem to have lost hope through the good that you've done um, have had it reignited.
So, what can we do? Where can we go to do anything about this new dragon?
Yeah, I mean, you've spoken with Din, you have seen him. You are the only one that I could think of that might know how to approach, I don't know, a dragon.
Well, I hope you understand that this isn't coming from any demeaning nature, but you all are the furthest things from being able to fight uh, someone at least claiming to be that powerful.
Okay, thank
I
you. That's
don't
what I said.
I don't know how much experience you've gained in your travels since we last met, but surely it isn't enough to go up against someone claiming to be as strong as a god. So I would, in turn, urge you to find allies to gain and grow. And I will do everything in my power to relay the message of how severe this situation is. Um, and we first need to bolster our forces, make sure that we are strong enough to not only defeat but protect those who choose to fight this menace. And make sure we understand as much information as we can going into this. Um, Furthermore, I would maybe urge you to head north, try and find um, these druids that have been walking around. They're quite formidable. Um, Not in, any form of aggression, but more in the sense of they're strong. They're knowledgeable about this world, and they might be able to help. Um, Maybe go check in on the front lines. That could be another avenue. Um, See if your fears of this powerful entity making their way there are true, and maybe doing what you can to help. Or maybe going back in town. I don't know if trying to get an army together would be helpful, but you might be able to find friends who could guide you in gaining at least more resources.
There is one thing that I must deal with. I don't know if I'm crossed between one of two things. I am currently cursed with lycanthropy I cannot fully control, and there is
Can you give me a wisdom saving throw?
I was wondering if you're going to say that if I brought it up.
Hey, you've been lucky tonight.
I have
Let's see if that
5 natural
continues.
20s. 21.
Hey.
You're fine.
Wanna get
Everyone, you
fucked
notice
next
Cypher's
session.
hair begins to have a slight orange tint to it.
I'm cursed with a
mean his
lycanthropy
fur?
that I cannot fully control, and in enough time will completely rob me of my body. I will have my personality and everything stolen from me if I don't deal with it in enough time. I am torn between two decisions, one of which is to go into the Koshin Woods, find a fate, and confront the Fox Beast Lord directly. The other one is if I can find one of the only druids of the Mask that may be up into the north, maybe they can help me figure out how I can remove this curse.
I think the most straight line solution to your problem is entering the woods.
That's what I
From
thought.
what little I know, um, the beast lords, they're the most knowledgeable about lycanthropy, so they'll have your answer.
Any of the Beast Lord, not just directly the Fox.
I mean, I would go with the fox because he's the one that's, you know, man's desire for knowledge, man's, ever growing desire for intellect. But it's also cleverness. So it would probably only give you the information if you try to outwit it.
Well, if only there was a Beast Lord of freedom who might be able to free me from these spine.
Oh, the bird?
There's a Beast Lord of freedom.
Yeah, the bird is what strives for freedom. Cypher, you met the bird.
I'm well aware. I'm not telling them that I met them.
Ah, okay.
I have not disclosed that I have ever
Yeah.
been in contact with them to anybody
Nope, just
at this point.
Just making sure it wasn't a slip of the old mind.
Oh no.
Yeah, the bird resides over mortals' desire for freedom.
Do you know if they would be excuse me, hiccups. Capable of perhaps
maybe? But again, it's all relatively vague. The wolf is for conquest and war, so going to the wolf might help you conquer your lycanthropy. The turtle is peace, so it might help you come to peace with your current affliction, allowing you to control it better. The cat's all about privacy and secrecy, so that would help you hide it better.
I won't ask any of you to enter the Feywild if I don't want any of you to deal with perhaps the same issues that I'm dealing with.
I don't think
Maybe
you should
this
go
is something
alone.
I have to.
Listen,
But-
if I can help at all with this, then I will. I don't really care where I have to go.
I mean, it's a little scary, but if everyone else is doing it,
It's scary, yes, but
How
if
much
it...
time do we have? Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
How much time do we have left in the day?
Oh, it's about. He steps outside, looks through a hole in the roof. It's about. It's getting close to the evening. Again apologize for the lack of amenities here, but please make yourself comfortable. There's fresh provisions down there. Surely you'll need some of them for your journey. I do ask that you don't take all of them because they do have to last me for a while. But make yourself comfortable. If there's anything we can do to help, please let us know.
We can probably find one in town, but do you by chance have an axe our friend could use?
I mean, there's a woodcutting axe, but I don't think it's
Hmm.
good for weaponry.
Yeah. We'll have
What's
to
with the
stop by.
shovel?
Yeah.
I would offer, and she pulls out this beautiful, beautiful staff, and kind of bonks it on the ground, and this moonlight energy begins to form around the head of it that then turns it into a battle axe. I do have my own weaponry, but this is for self-defense. It's
Impressive.
incapable of actually killing anyone. The moonlight's just able to sap away energy and knock you out eventually.
Hmm. Well, impressive to say the least. I think we may take a few moments here, and then we'll
I
head out.
guess I'd like to pray, but then we can head out.
By all means. If you need me, I don't know, we did a lot of work today, Sid. I feel like we deserve an early break. And he nods and just kind of follows behind. And they both walk down and sit down at the table. And just kind of talk.
Well,
I'm gonna go pray.
Well,
wow.
well.
Wow.
Now
Well,
I say well. Now I say well.
Well, as I walk in the other room.
Beatrix points
Well.
outside. Oh, look, wow.
well,
Oh, we love wells.
Well.
I wonder what's in the basement.
Mm.
That's oddly
You-
specific.
Do you really want to
Some
find
holes.
out?
No, it's fairly dark down there.
So, set on going back to the Feywild, are we?
I don't think
I
it's
don't
a
know what
bad
choice I
idea.
really have.
Exactly.
No, I'm not judging you for it. After all, I said I would go.
Do you know how much time we have? Do you think we have enough time today?
I think we'd get there at nightfall, right?
Then maybe it's better to. I don't want to be in the woods late at night where we can't really see.
Right. Maybe
Camp
stay
for the
here.
night, go in the morning.
If it's okay with you, I think so.
I'm down.
I'm fine with that if they're willing to let us stay the night here. That way, most of our trek will just be back to Tuana in the morning after. Hopefully, the Feywild doesn't take long.
Mm.
We'll see.
I don't know.
Yeah,
what
I'm
if
good,
my-
guys. I yell from the other room.
I would only to give up for it. Sure, find out.
Well, I'm gonna go sit outside for a bit. Just think. Welcome to join me if you want.
Vith, do you want to talk to her? Maybe. I know it's not the same person, but maybe they could help you walk through
I've-
the.
I should. We've spoken before. It's just comes in waves, but I can. Mm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
Do we want to do that next time?
I
Yeah,
think
probably
we
should.
shall.
That's a good ending point.
Yeah. Well, next time we'll go through that conversation with Elise and Vith. See what Anathema's praying about.
I'm actually just sitting there, head empty, elevator music going on.
Yeah, and maybe Cypher will
lights
cast
are out.
Identify on all the magic items you got.
Oh yeah.
Oh fuck, you're right.
Boy, oh boy.
Oh,
Sorry,
boy, oh,
last
boy.
night I had to get a lizard.
Yeah, you kind of just fucked us with that, didn't you?
That's very
Listen.
important.
Mhm.
Wizard.
Little fella.
Lizard.
Little guy. Little windy
Well,
guy.
I
Yeah.
Asterisk.
Yes.
I miss my little guy. All I
Yeah.
want is a little guy, and yet everyone else in the party has one.
She's
except
so
me.
sassy. Sorry.
Emma, we exist only to give you strife. I'm so sorry.
I know, literally.
Everyone-
Listen,
Like, it was one thing.
I was curious. I looked through subclasses. Leave me be.
decided to change. It's okay.
Yeah.
Happens.
No, I love it. I
Um,
approve.
Yeah. So,
Lizard.
hey, everyone, we have a Twitter.
We
account.
have a Twitter.
Whoa, what?
You should go follow it. Hey, everyone, we have
Hey, everyone.
some amazing artists not only friends but also just amazing artists in general. You should
Amazing
follow them as I go find accounts. Um, is Khaki? Yes, Khaki is fucking wonderful. Go follow Khaki. Khaki's great. Love him.
Yes.
What a fella. You know who else you should follow? Um, wait, where is he? Ah, there.
Hi.
You know who else you should follow? James. He did a majority of the art because he's great, and you should follow him. We're on the road for James to 2,000 followers. He's great. Posts
Maybe.
amazing artwork, does amazing things, is an amazing Dungeons and Dragons player. Just as all the other players here are amazing.
Yeah, go
Um,
commission James and stress him out more.
No, don't. I need him. I need to be able to hire this man to do art for me, like the
I
funny
was
dragon.
about to open them back up, man.
Oh. Wait a second, though,
Ah,
because I will
I
need.
knocked like 3 things down. Jesus.
I
What?
will need you for future arc stuff that is potentially discussed tonight, potentially not. But yeah.
Oh.
I don't know.
Ooh.
I'm not the one DM. Oh wait, no, I am the one DMing this
Oh,
game. I have
fool.
to know where it's going. Ah, hot diggity dang.
Joke's on you, I'm the one that knows where it's going. You're just following my lead.
This is my world, and you're just living in it.
You're just living in it.
Well, also remember to give our Twitch a follow, whether you're watching the VOD or here live. We appreciate you nonetheless. If we get 50 followers, I really want to run the D&D Jeopardy. It's not actually D&D like themed. There's going to be other systems, and it's going to be great because I have a feeling that True's going to know most of the answers, but it isn't getting it correct. It gave it a funny.
I'm only
That's-
gonna give
that's
correct
how
answers.
I know that I'm gonna. That's how I know I'm gonna
It's
win
like-
because I am so funny.
I'm just dumb
Yeah.
and don't know these things, so I'm just gonna be dumb and
It's one of
say
those
I have
things.
a PhD in comedy.
Oh, do you now?
No.
Oh,
Oh,
why would you say
No.
that? Anyways, yeah. So please follow. Please get excited for that. Get excited for more Moon Hunters because we're gonna keep on doing it regardless of whether you want it or not. It's gonna be here. Watch it, please.
yeah.
Is there anything else the rest of you like to say tonight?
Well, chat.
PogChamp.
There seemed to be a lot of natural 20s rolled tonight. I
Yeah,
don't know what was up
What
with
was
that.
up with that?
That means next time we're fucked.
But you know
Yeah.
what? If you didn't roll a natural 20 tonight, I'm sure you will soon.
I didn't.
Anyways,
I'm gonna cry.
Everybody roll a natural 20?
No.
say
I
goodnight
think
to
I
chat,
got one.
everybody.
Good night,
Good
chat.
night to
Good
chat,
night.
everybody.
Right.